All right, hello and welcome back everybody to another week of Contender eSports in Irvine Weekly Smash. Today we are playing with a prize pool of over $500 for first place, second place, and I believe third place is in the winning today? I believe third place is in the winning today as well. On top of that, we've got resurrection brackets live every week. A $50 resurrection bracket. If you go 0-2 but don't want your night to be through, you can stick around and try and get some money that way. The first match we are running today is between I Sleep and Kellen in winner's bracket, round 1, best of 3. These individuals have decided to mirror up with Falco. And it looks like the second stock is gone from I Sleep. I Sleep in blue, Kellen in red on the right hand side. Kellen holding down middle map control, but the aerial comes in from I Sleep. I Sleep trying to get some different distances, trying to get an engage with an aerial, but it looks like Kellen's going to be the first one to grab it. The red Falco lands a second one, shoots out the laser and misses, goes for a common, does not get it. The side B from I Sleep as I Sleep gets back on. Helen for the up air attempt, up tilt attempt, does not get it. I Sleep with the aerial combo, gonna bring it in afterwards. Both of them sending out the Shining, trying to get a little bit of a deflect going. Neither of them able to get it with a shine. Jumping in, middle map control, and Kellen goes for the aerial, sends the laser after to try and finish it up. I Sleep with the up grab, back air kick to try and get the combo off stage, but Kellen's able to recover easily. Back on stage, 90% to 46% now. Kellen holding down middle map control, trying to get that smash, does not, but the down A is gonna catch him. And now off the edge, I Sleep holding on to that last stock, trying to get his combos in. Kellen now at 103%, knocked out of his combo. Kellen looking for that dash in, instead goes for the shield to try and get himself back out of it. Catches a shield from I Sleep on the way. Both of them dodging and running at different intervals here. The engagement is gonna come from Kellen, lands the aerial. The B to miss, B to continue, misses the shine. In comes Sleep, Sleep back on middle map control, goes for a shine aerial to try and reverse the aerial attempts that Kellen had been getting before, but Kellen's gonna go straight for the up air. And he's gonna, the up tilt, and it's gonna send I Sleep to a 1-game early deficit. And as we move into the second game, we are gonna wonder, is it gonna be another mirror matchup of Falco? Now again tonight, this is Contender eSports in Irvine, $500 minimum prize pool. Today we are going to be running 29 competitors. 29 competitors, $500 prize pool. Money's going in some people's pockets today. And it's enough if we're doing this every week. If you want to come out and show out to at least start paying portions of your rent by playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Don't have to be the best of the best, but you do have to compete with them. Come on out to Contender eSports in Irvine. You see me looking up, the screen above me is where I have all of my demonstration and all of my media. We're going to be commentating this second round as soon as we get into it. Looks like they're choosing Battlefield as their map. The quick Falco attempt from one, followed by the second Falco. It's going to be a second mirror matchup. Winner's bracket round 1, and this was seeded properly. So we're gonna see what we got. Red on the right, his Kellen. On the left-hand side in blue is I Sleep. I Sleep going for that middle map control early on and getting it. Kellen not really contesting, trying to get those aerials before he can engage, but the up tilt comes out from I Sleep. Gets through the shield, misses an up tilt of Kellen's, but the shine does not come through, and instead Kellen's gonna catch him with the up air. Goes in for a second one. Catches the second one, does not hit the third, and back on stage comes I Sleep. Now in middle map control, misses the B slide. It's that side B coming through, goes for the up tilt, doesn't catch it. In red, Falco below, going for the aerial. Kellen trying to dictate the pace, catches one, catches two, goes for the third. Lands all 3 combos, is starting a slight juggle on I Sleep. I Sleep sitting below lower platform, trying to get a better location to start his own combos, and he does with the grab, up throw. Excuse me. And Kellen is able to reverse it and get the aerials headed back the other direction. Now on the right side of the map, I Sleep trying to recover. Gets back on stage and bounces off once. The up tilt comes from Kellen, able to start his combo off of it. Sends the forward air. Goes for the edge guard. Misses. I Sleep off stage with the up B, trying to recover, but that's going to cost him his first stock. Kellen now 1 stock up with 46% damage done and holding middle map control, is trying to get a good distance to engage with the aerial, but instead I Sleep is going to land the grab up combo. Kellen able to get the rebuttal on the way back down, goes for another aerial, instead lands the jab combo, sends iSleep off stage, who dashes back in, gets the grab, sends him vertically, follows up with a shine after a laser, and is now sitting at 89% damage done to Kellen's first stock, 40% of free damage done to iSleep. We're at 100%, almost to the point where he's flashing red, sends his aerial. And now Kellen is going to middle map control, goes for the smash and doesn't quite get it. Aerial to follow up, sends off stage, and now iSleep with the shine and the dash to get back on. Kellen just a frame out with a kick, does not land the combo, and is now in a defensive posture on the outside of iSleep's combo. Catches an aerial, iSleep at 76%, trying to edge guard. Neither of them able to land their grab. The down tilt comes from iSleep, followed by a rebuttal from Kellen. The shine to set and reset the combos on both sides. Kellen at 143% on top platform. Is going to get sent once, sent twice, and is looking to try and get any kind of damage out. Gets the reversal on the momentum and is now in an edge guard position against Sleep. Sleep back on stage, and they're going to bounce off of each other. Kellen's going to take the second stock from iSleep. At 163% damage done, he is one hit away from going, and he does with the up throw combo. iSleep now at 1 stock, 4% damage done to Kellen's 2 stocks with 0. Trying to get that stock advantage gone. iSleep goes for the under platform combo and catches it. Off on the edge, holding down middle map, but Kellen has his own combo in mind. Both of them reversing. The rebuttal goes in the direction of iSleep. iSleep now not trying to go for middle map control, but trying to get that combo with the air, and he does. Goes for a second underneath. Nope, does not catch it. Kellen trying to get a reverse of the same. The up tilt comes from iSleep. iSleep jumping off of the platform. Catches on, no grab at this time. Goes for the up tilt, doesn't catch it. Kellen with the dash. Tilt does come in, goes for the edge guard, but misses the edge guard. And the down kick from iSleep is going to put him out of position, and that's going to cost him Game 2. Kellen's going to be advancing on in our winners bracket tonight. And iSleep is going to immediately go 0-1 and into losers. And behind me, you can see another one of the competitors, Jake4210, sitting right there, waiting for his opportunity to compete. We've also got another few people here that are sponsored by Animo LLC. These are kids from the middle school age that have played in tournaments of their age group and won them, and are now here to compete professionally against the likes of Dom, the likes of Ara Scrub, Javi, the likes of Venus, Nexus, you name it. They're here, they're ready to play. Coming up next, a short break. A couple of the other kids coming in behind us right now, but a short break. We'll get the next bracket. It'll be winners, round 1. returning your Pokemon trainer with the 194 on his sweater on the right-hand side of your screens now. Looks like I was muted the entire first match, and that's okay. We're here at
just this last like 10 seconds.
Oh, that's totally fine. I'll say it again. We are back. Hypeland on the left. That is Bravo. He's going to be on the left-hand side of your screen. On the right-hand side is Aura Scrub with the 194 in his sweater. He's going to be running Bravo as Joker today, and it looks like Aura is going to be Pokemon Trainer. We'll swap the media around to reflect the player in which setting they should be, but Bravo is going to be in blue, and Aura Scrub is going to be the Squirtle with red eyes. Here we go off the bat. Squirtle coming in for middle map control, catches tail whip 1, tail whip 2. Joker with the low kick up tilt combo, trying to get him out of it, and does. 18% damage done on the combo, looks for another one and catches it with the down air, followed by another smash. Tries to throw out the ranged attack, but this time Squirtle on the inside of it going for a combo, gets underneath the platform, and is able to get a little bit of damage with the tail whip 1. Goes for grab, sends the second one, and this time Joker's going to get the rebuttal, send the ranged attack out. Now with the wings behind him, damage increased. Goes for a shield actually and gets grabbed by Ivysaur. Ivysaur goes for that up tilt, catches one in the air, tries to get the second one, catches 2 out of 4 to send Joker's first stock off. 90% damage has been done to Aura. 0% on Sir at the next stock. 2 stocks left. Tries to go for the tilt, but this time Ivysaur gets on the inside of it, goes for a second with Vine Whip, goes for the grab to get it. Up tilt does not. The tech going through it. With the dodge from Sir, that's Bravo. Bravo now with the wings on him again, trying to get a little bit of that damage combo on Ivysaur. Ivysaur at 124, using Vine Whip to get back on, goes for the Nair, and gets behind Bravo. Bravo in an edge guard position, jumps back on, hits that lower platform. Instead, the up tilt misses, and Nair, yep, from Ivysaur, followed by an up air. Charizard coming out, the charge on Bravo, not able to exist long enough, and he's going to lose his second stock to Aura Scrub. Aura Scrub at 131%. Rockin' Charizard goes for the throw and back air combo. Catches the throw, but not the back air. Goes for another one, but no, this time Joker has a response of his own. Bravo going in against Squirtle again, trying to get that early combo. Instead, the tail whip, grab, up air, goes for a fair, doesn't catch it, tail whip on the other side of it, and now Joker with his wings out is going to try a combo of his own, 44% damage with it, and is off stage, able to recover. Aura looking in good position, middle map control, and his belt gets over to the edge and gives middle map control just long enough to go for a grab combo, followed by the up air, switches to Ivysaur, goes for the second combo, but Bravo catches a grab. The Nair from Ivysaur off stage at 117%. A downward spike is going to take game 1 for Aura Scrub. And we'll be moving immediately into a game 2 out of the best of 3. This is still winners. Round 1 here at Contenders eSports in Irvine. And it looks like we're going to run it back immediately as we did before. Pokemon Trainer versus Joker on a small battlefield. A small battlefield with 2 platforms this time, or 3? 2 platforms. And here we go. Aura on the left side, Bravo on the right in blue. Looking like he is going to go for that early combo, and this time catches it with the up air twice. Aura off stage at 34%, able to catch an easy combo. Almost sends Joker off to an unrecoverable position, but it doesn't matter. The edge guard from Aura looking like it's gonna be enough. That'll be the first stock from Bravo. Bravo's eyes looking like the green screen now. Completely devoid of anything going on when he lifts his head. The back of the green screen shows through. Squirtle catching the grab combo, up for another one. Aerial combo to try and finish. This time doesn't get him, but the surf on the downside does to continue the edge guard. Aura looking extremely aggressive and being rewarded for it. Joker getting over the top. Wings pop, but it's not enough damage out as that bar starts to go down. 68% on Aura. Aura back on stage with Ivysaur, catching another hit while he gets back on, but he rebuttals and gets a reversal on the momentum. Now off stage, and an up tilt is going to send Bravo to his last stock. Aura at 80%. This is looking like it may be a second 3-stock game here. Sorry, first 3-stock game. I don't know if that was the occasion on the first one. There goes the Nair from Ivysaur. Ivysaur trying to finish with a little slap from the Vine Whip. Misses with the down tilt, but there goes Bravo with the rebuttal of his own. Bravo getting the air. Goes for his second one for Edgeguard, gets a spike, and now Ara is down to his second stock. Trying to hold on with 100% damage already done to his last stock. Bravo coming out with the aggressiveness on Charizard, gets underneath him, goes for the dodge, but instead catches a grab from Ara. Ara on the Edgeguard again, misses and uses the up B to recover and catches a grab as the punishment. Off stage he goes, oh no, a spike! Off the bottom of the platform, no tech, and off he goes. We are going to be going to the system settings here for a second to disconnect those controllers. And looks like our scrub is going to be continuing on in winners, and down in losers will go Bravo. Stay tuned, stay tuned. We'll be back as soon as we have our next match set up here in winners bracket at Contenders eSports Irvine.
Wow. Well, that... Who did you make?
All right, next up is going to be Isaiah versus Ant. There we go. Am I right? Am I live there?
You are.
All right. I have to make sure we got too many controls going on right now. And next up is going to be Isaiah versus Ant. Ant is going to be on the right-hand side of your screen currently. Isaiah on the left. He told us his name was Isaiah, but I think he goes by Isaiah. I'm going to call him Isaiah just because that's what he has told me his name is. Somebody left a really, really mean comment saying to make the commentator quieter and the music louder, said the game louder. So we're going to do that right now for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please let me know in chat if the audio quality has improved, gotten worse, or is about the same. Internet, I would love to hear from you, bud. All right, we're getting back into it. Isaiah versus Ant. Isaiah in red. Ant is going to be blue team for this one. Going as Hogs. Wait a minute, I feel as if that's backwards. Are they both hog? They're both hogcord. They're both from the hardcore clan, I guess it would be. Alright, so Corrin versus Sora. Sora going for the early combo, does get it, goes for another dash attack to get off stage. Ant in a position down below stage, not where he is supposed to be. Off the edge he goes, it's okay. One of the most floaty characters in the game. Sora capable of going completely under the platform and coming up the other side. Incoming Carl. Carl not able to land the strike. Sora does follow up with the aerial 1-2 and knock up to fall for the third one. Charge out comes from Carl, lands the fire strike, goes for an up air to finish, but does not. Gets the grab and the attack to follow up. The charge comes out. Nope, he's gonna hold the charge, goes for the second too late, and Sora is back on stage and in a good position to start his own combos. Sends out Blizzaga, does not land. Thundaga in Q. Goes for an up smash, does not catch it, and Corrin is able to capitalize with the lightning of his own. And I don't know if this is male or female Corrin here. But off the stage, the Thundaga goes, does not land. Blizzaga in Q. Sora going for the underneath, catches the aerial 1, up air for the second. But Carl's able to return unattacked, flashing red, lands the jab combo of all things, charges up and catches a Firaga in the background. The charge. Not landing from the B from Corrin, playing their distance. The B smash. Oh, the up smash is going to come out from the aerial. And Carl's going to take the first stock from Sora. The grab comes out from Sora as a rebuttal. 163% damage has been done to Isaiah as he's trying to get back on stage. Sora taking free damage to 26%, but holding down middle map control, trying to get that last finishing strike. Instead gets the perfect parry and the up B combo to send the stocks down to 2-2. 32% damage has been done to Ant. Not too much is reversible, but instead he's getting middle map control when catching the up air combo for it. Punishment coming from Corrin, catches a grab instead. Now Sora on the edge, edge guarding, catches 1, catches 2, catches 3, and puts Corrin in a position to up B back on stage. Corrin catching the grab. Combo and air coming up from Sora. Sora in middle map control. Corrin okay with that. Holds the shield on the edge of the map. Instead, lands the combo to get some health back. Or sorry, the charge, I should say. Lands a second charge and is charging a third one to try and finish. Ends up putting himself out of position and is going for the recovery. Sora not able to capitalize on the edge guard. Corrin back in platform at least. Catches a fire, doesn't catch it. The grab comes out from Sora. Sora goes for another grab. That time it doesn't connect. Blizzaga putting on. Oh, the up B misses. The dead frame's not enough. The shield blocking the fire attempt from Corrin. Sora able to knock off stage. Both of them 2 stocks, over 130% damage done to each. Thundaga not connecting, but the combo and jab does. Ooh, Carl with his own rebuttal with the ranged magical attacks, charges from the book. And the grab attempt from Carl is going to send, from Isaiah I should say, is going to send the stocks to a 1-stock advantage, but 150% damage done. It's going to be a complete reversal, 0-0 on the last stock. The grab from Sora, followed by the up B combo. Not going to be a lot of damage, but the charge comes out from Corrin. Sends out a second one with the B. A third attempt at range, and this time punished by Sora. Sora goes for the grab to finish the combo. Ends up in an edge guard position and takes it. Off the stage we go. Both of them back on. Waits out the fire attempt from Corrin and back and is in middle map. The shield through the second attempt leads to a grab from Corrin. Goes to send the ranged attempt. 1 and 2. Neither of them able to connect. Sora back in middle map control. Goes for the aerial combos. Lands 1, 2, 3 and does not hit the fourth. Shield from Corrin at the edge. Out of range of the Blizzaga. Comes back and uses some dark magic of her own. Able to get back under and underneath platform. The up air from Sora not connecting. Followed by a tilt attempt. Neither of them's gonna work. Carl's gonna get the damage off, but is sent packing on the next. Back on stage he goes, gets the recovery, flashing. And the up tilt off stage is gonna end game 1. Isaiah is gonna be taking the first game from Ant. Ant is gonna be taking the first game from Isaiah. Correction. As we move into game 2 in winner's bracket. Are they selecting the different music? They can do that? I didn't even know that was an option in the game.
It is.
It's so cool.
The Y and X options there.
Alright. See him smiling and laughing at each other. Looks like it's gonna be a rematch. Sora versus Robin. I was saying Corrin the entire time. Robin. You can tell I played Final Fantasy, or Fire Emblem, sorry, back in the day. Back when it was, what was it? Sacred. Oh man, it's been too long. Last time I played a Fire Emblem game, it was on the Game Boy Advance. Alright, so Robin coming in with the proper name this time against Sora. You can tell I don't play that character. Out comes the B attempt. Neither of them able to hit and connect, so they bounce off each other. Sora goes to follow up with the dash attempt, gets Robin off stage. Robin coming up, back on top, catches a grab. 1, 2, 3 aerial attempts from Ant. Ant catches 2 out of 3, goes for the dash and gets it through the air. But on the back end, Robin sends out fire, thunder, ice, fire. Switches back over for the aerial combo. Ant has got it this time. The down swipe coming from Carl. Isaiah catching a combo on the way. Sends out Thundaga from Ant. Ant getting the grab. Sending Robin off stage. Robin in a position to up B. Oh no! Does not land it. Sora's in a position to recover though. Catches the Blizzaga. Goes to combo with the up B. Does not. Dead frame's not punished. Robin goes for the dark magic. Does not connect. The up B attempt that time though is going to be punished as Sora's dead frames are caught by Robin's up air. Robin flashing red off the edge, trying to get back on, takes middle map control, goes to attack through the Firaga and actually negates it, goes for a second combo, catches the range, goes for the finish on the attempt, and the lightning does not connect. Back on stage comes Sora. Sora sitting underneath the platform, catches a grab. It's not going to be enough to send Robin completely off, but it is enough to put him into that position to think twice about up being. Does not connect to capitalize on it though. Ant is going to go for another grab and send Robin straight up. This time, looking for that up finish. Robin gets down and underneath platform, but it's not going to be safe for him as the smash comes out from Sora to make it a 2-stock to 2-stock game. 63% damage done on the second stock of Ant already, as Robin is in a much better position this time. At 13% damage done to him, catching an aerial combo to increase that 3-4-fold. Another up combo followed by the up B, sending close to but not actually off stage. The tilt comes out from Ant, off stage to edge guard. Does not catch it. Back on stage comes Robin. Robin in middle map control, sends out the strike into the shield of Sora, but is able to follow up with a second strike to send Sora packing. And Sora, with those dashes, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 300 recoveries, who knows. Sora able to get back on stage, take middle map control, 92% damage done to Robin's 136 taken. The up tilt does come out, the Thundaga does not connect, but the aerial kill will happen. And now at 96% on 2 stocks, Sora has taken back the lead. Sora getting those strikes in, goes for a second one. Blizzaga does not connect. The fire from Robin connects through, followed by a jump attempt to finish. Aerial combo coming down. Here comes the charge from the fire, does not connect, and the dashes from Sora is going to make the damage turn into a grab. Goes for the second aerial, does not connect, but the third does. Up on platform underneath Robin, right where she doesn't want him to be. Thundaga does connect off the top left of the stage. The up B attempt does not finish, and there's a reversal. 86% damage done to Robin, but able to get the knockout on Sora. Sora in middle map control, trying to play a little bit more cautious, catching a grab in the meantime. Follows up by a lightning strike, throwing the actual book at him. Throwing everything in the kitchen sink at him. Catches a grab, goes for the attempt to follow up. Sora able to get the dash through. Oh, the down tilt does not connect. Instead, getting grabbed off the edge goes Robin, followed by a second grab. And this one, able to DI back into the game. Carl looking to recover. gets back on stage, gets a tilt of his own. Up there on the side comes the fire, going for the ice, does not connect, but Blizzaga does. The up B combo, not able to knock Isaiah completely off. Isaiah lands the grab and goes to charge his magic to finish it up. The fire coming in, the charge up for the next one coming in. Coming for a third one maybe? No, the Firaga from Sora is gonna knock him back. And instead, the charge combo from Isaiah, giving him every attempt possible to stay in the game. DI keeping him squarely in the playing field. Now knocked to the left side, and it looks like Sora is actually going to SD for the stock. And we're going to go to game 3 in this winner's bracket between Ant and Isaiah. You can see them cracking up at each other right now. I just see rosy cheeks and glasses lenses. And here we go. We're going to be moving into our third and final bout between these two in this set.
Start the battle. Robin. Sora.
All right, and we are back. This is going to be the third best of three between Sora and Robin. Underneath the platform they go. Sora catching 1, 2, 3, 4 combos, going for that air dash as well. That time, Robin's fire hitting the platform and not able to get through. The down sweep coming out from Hogs. That's Ant off the side of the edge. Goes for Thundaga, does not catch it. Instead, catches a grab from Robin, who follows up with some fire of her own. Robin looking for that range attempt, catches one, goes for the fire to catch it the second time, but no, catches the end of a Keyblade. And now the Keyblade looking like it's about to start doing work. The up air combo comes. No, the grab reversal. 119% damage on Robin as she begins her own damage combo. Sends out the ranged attack, but instead gets parried and sent flying. And that will be a stock from Carl. Isaiah now down to 2 stocks, trying to get the damage done on Sora to send him off stage. 1, 2, nope, does not land it. Back on stage comes the ultimate recovery king, Sora. Knocking in underneath platform. Robin in a position now to dodge the Blizzaga, catches a grab. Catches a kick on the way back though. Robin trying to go for a second grab. Firaga coming out. Fire from the other side as well. Neither of them able to connect, and the knockoff turns into Sora's grab. Up air combo attempt. Robin getting back on the middle platform. Goes for the grab and sends back off stage the back throw. Sora playing for that long game, does manage to have enough recoveries to bait out 2 different edge guard attempts to get back on stage. Ant sitting under middle map control now, going for them aerial Keyblade strikes. Robin happy to use the shield, but not timing it right and catching a second stock smack up. And gets the instant rebuttal to make it a 1-2 stock game, both at 0%. Keyblade getting that early damage in. Robin off stage looking for a place to DI down to. Instead catches a little bit more damage. Ends up underneath platform with a grab. Fire sent out. Blizzaga is a response from Sora. Sora and Robin at distance. Robin trading effectively. The damage comes in. Firaga does connect from Sora. Both sides shooting them ranged attacks. Fire from Robin punished by a Keyblade, but responded to as the Thundaga comes out. The up air followed by an up B attempt. The up B not connecting, but the up smash will. And that's going to be Ant moving on in winners, while Isaiah will be moving on in losers. All right, stay tuned. As soon as we get this next matchup, you know exactly where it'll be right here on this screen. I will see you all in a few. All right, next up it will be Nexus versus Glug here in our winners bracket. I want to say, yeah, Nexus played against Navi, won 2-0 on that one. And before that, he played against Slam Ham, I want to say that is. And so Nexus is 4-0 on the night right now, going against Glug. Glug is also in the same boat. So we got both 4-0 competitors here about to go out in our winners bracket. Nexus giving me the nod right now. They are ready to contend. All right, and we are back. It's going to be Glug on the right-hand side of your screen in blue. He is actually the picture you see in the bottom left. And Fat Eric, we all know that's going to be Nexus. Nexus on the left-hand side playing as Falco. And it looks like the early combos are going to be going in DK's favor, but not for long as Falco starts to get a grab combo. Up air kick, goes for the back air on the way in, but the dodge is going to keep DK from getting finished up. Goes the up air, goes for that cheese combo, does not land it. You know Glug's very capable of getting it. Falco back up at 107%, 116 trying to get back on stage with the up B, and he does. Instead catches a grab, and you know where that one's going. Directly off stage. Now it's 69% damage done. DK, a big heavy, not too much hurt on him, is sitting on platform, ready to engage, trying to get that up air combo on Nexus. Gets the up B to back on. Aerial comes out, up kick, down kick, followed by, oh, does not get the tilt. And the up B combo to get back on stage, punished dramatically by Nexus. Nexus able to get the damage done and get out of that stock, but is now taking the combos at 56% starting out. Goes for the slide in, gets it with an aerial combo, down kick, tries to up tilt, misses that, but grabs to follow up with another 2 up airs to get the damage done. Off stage goes DK trying to get back on stage, goes for the 1 dodge, 2 dodge, follows up with a grab attempt that doesn't make it and has to dash through. Falco dashing through with his own up air combo coming out. Goes for the second but doesn't catch it. This time, up air grab, combo, followed up, 131% damage on DK, not enough to finish. 81% on Falco, which is enough with the down tilt to get the 131 reset to a 0. DK now 1 stock down on Nexus. Glug with the eyes of a killer. You see the red showing up in the green screen behind him. No emotion on his face. Gets through the shine, goes for the shield. Holds the shield for long enough, but not long enough to finish the combo as Nexus is able to continue his grab, up, kick, down kick. Follows with the air, the B strike, and the fair to finish. Game 1, Nexus is going to take it 2 stocks up over Glug. And that will be Glug's first game loss of the night. He's been 2-0, 2-0, and now 0-1 in this set against Nexus. Looks like they're going back to Pokemon Stadium 2. And it's going to be up to Glug to choose who he wants to be. DK it is. We are running it back. All right, here we go. Starting out in 3, 2, 1 of the best of 3. Game 2 in winners bracket. DK with the more cautious and reserved approach, catching a couple lasers from Fat Eric, aka Nexus. Goes for the roll from DK, instead catching an up kick, up tilt combo, grab thrown into the laser from Falco. Falco going for the fair, up tilt, up kick. Nope, no combo to finish. DK sitting at 82% damage done, trying to make something work, but it looks like his distancing, there we go, might be a little off on that one. Catches the forward roll into the shield of Nexus. Nexus on the other side, middle map control, catches a grab, gets sent up. The pack was not off of the platform, so it's not going to be enough to send him flying. DK going for that down B. Oh, the dash from Nexus not connecting through. The shine attempt does come out in order to get him back on stage. Instead, he's going to catch the grab and be thrown immediately off. And that's going to be the first stock for Glug. Rebuttal does not come through. And the grab from DK as DK sends the aerial combo, goes for another in, but doesn't get it. The fair from Nexus turns into a combo attempt that doesn't connect as well. Both of these characters able to hit one or two, but not able to follow through. Up comes the spin from Glug. Glug in middle map control starts to charge his B, down B to finish. Does not connect, catches the grab, up throw, not followed up on, and back they go. Nexus sitting on the edge of it, middle map control squarely in DK's court. DK underneath, but not able to get it. The kick comes out from Fat Eric, 164% damage, but it's not going to be enough, and Nexus's second stock is removed without the punishment on DK. DK's cautious approach looking a lot better this game. 164% damage has been done to him. He's up on platform now trying to get the finish of the game right out the gate. Goes for that A smash, does not get it. Nexus trying to find a way to just finish the stock, and he does with an up tilt. Now with 2 stocks to go, Glug is in a position where all he has to do is get 1 or 2 good strikes on Nexus to secure the game. The dash comes in, the back kick from DK to punish, goes for the grab but does not connect it, gets the grab that time, back throw, DI not able to connect, and that will be game 2 for Glug. And now both of our competitors are sitting at 4-1 on the night, both of them getting their first game loss, moving into our 3 of 3 set. All right, and we are back for game 3 of 3. Early damage coming out from Falco, getting underneath the platform with DK. Ready to catch some aerial combos of his own. 1, 2, 3, goes for the third one. Nope, that time Glug is going to get the distance required, go for some back airs. 1, 2, 3 strikes, all 3 of them connecting, goes for the down B to try and knock Falco off his game. Instead gets parried and is responded to with an up kick, fair combo. Here comes for the back. Oh, the A strike from Glug, able to get the distance where required. Comes in for that dash roll. Off stage in an edge guard position. DK is holding down underneath platform as Eric is gonna go. Nexus catches the back air for an early stock on DK at 90-something%. Tries to get back on stage, almost misses, and instead gets spiked as punishment for a very, very narrow miss. Nexus now with that fair combo, sends out the shine, but instead catches the up B as DK returns on for some more punishment. The shine does not stop that up B momentum, back on stage twice. However, DK, having taken 89-93% damage above Falco, is not exactly where he wants to be. He catches the grab, he goes for the up combo, misses it, goes for some low strikes, but looks like Nexus is gonna win the trade there. Go for the up tilt and fair combo. Now 2 stocks to 1 stock. Nexus looking to try and move on in winner's bracket. The combo! The very, very super cheesy, totally legit off-platform throw to knockout that we have seen from DK in the past. Oh no, it happens twice. 2 very, very technical stocks taken that quickly. Nexus is actually gonna move on to losers, and I'm still reeling from the first stock. Couldn't even internalize. Right, hi everybody. Behind me you can see it's that Manic right there, and then we had Serial here just a few minutes ago. We are going to be moving on to our winner's bracket of the next round, but before we go, I'd like to tell you guys a little bit about Animo LLC. Some of these kids that you see here playing tonight are sponsored by Animo. They've played in the middle school circuit, and they've been doing so for about a year or 2 now. And these are the best of the best from there, sent here to compete against the names you know and love. If you see them on the brackets and you see them in the different pools, be sure to come by and say hi. And if you play the same hero as them, same champion as them, same character as them, same fighter as them. Come and try and see if you can mirror match them. Either you're going to win and show them some new tricks, or you're going to lose and go home feeling like you lost to a middle schooler. So it's up to you, whatever you guys choose. I hope to see you soon at Contender eSports in Irvine. We will be right back after this next setup is ready to go. It's going to be a quick 1-minute hiatus. All right, stay tuned. Next up on the match is going to be a little close. Is going to be Dom versus Ant. We all see there Dom with the NASA symbol on his shirt showing up on the left-hand side of your screen. On the right is going to be Ant, who we just saw competing with Sora. All right, and we are back with Ant on the, it's going to be the left-hand side of your screen with Sora in red, and Dom on the right side with Just Press B coming out with Richter. And it looks like he is going to start out by pressing B a couple times, sends out the whip, and this time goes for the up B, doesn't get it. Underneath comes Sora, Grayscale, Toon Sora coming out. The pot combo with the whip, followed by a boomerang, followed by a second pot to edge guard, boomerang above for platform, sends up with the grab, goes for another edge guard, and One more whip, Sora's off the edge, 71%, trying to recover, and instead almost gets edge guarded off by Richter. Richter with another distance-making whip. Ends up throwing the axe off stage, trying to find the location. Edge guard, potion, edge guard. Back on stage comes Sora through the boomerang, dodges the pot, but catches it on the back end. Boomerang sending 102% damage out the gate to Sora. Off Richter goes with the up B to try and get back on, able to shield through the attempts from Sora, but Sora grabs as a rebuttal. Now on edge control, 62% damage done to Dom. Dom in a good ranged position up on platform. Sends out the back air with the whip. Boomerang already sent, catches a second one. Fire pot to finish. No, the axe grab combo is going to take the stock from Sora. One stock gone from Ant. 62% damage done on Dom. Dom with that middle map control. Goes for the aerial combo, catches it. Excuse me. The boomerang coming in, followed by a dash from Sora. Sora able to get that distance removed. Pop followed by boomerang. The whip coming out into the shield of Sora. Sora trying to get behind it. Goes for a Keyblade. Doesn't get it, but Thundaga's in the back end. Able to get nothing as the rebuttal from Dom turns into an edge guard. Goes for that back end grab. Doesn't catch it. Goes for another whip. Sora underneath with the up tilt. Able to grab that one. Going for some short hops. In middle map control. Giving it back to Richter as the boomerang comes in. Sora's in a bad position now. Off stage. Only recoveries left. Pop comes in. Edge grab, keeping him safe. Back on stage, able to get the recoveries back. Goes for a grab on his own, doesn't get it. Runs into a pot, and Sora's back off stage. 99% on the second stock. As 0% damage, I want to say, has been done to Richter on this stock. Ooh, there it goes. Sora able to get a small combo of his own. Pyraga sitting with middle map control, dodges and parries the potion. Able to get off stage to finish it with the edge guard. Sora's going to take one stock away from T3 Dom. All right, just press B. Dom on middle map control, up onto platform, sends the boomerang, followed by the pot, axe to follow. Thundaga through the ground, able to get the damage off, just enough to get Richter out of his momentum, but it does not translate as Dom uses the legs of Richter to send a dash kick in to take the second stock away from Ant. Ant back on stage now with 21% damage taken. Looking like he's getting underneath Dom for the first time. Gets the kick for the second one. Blizzaga on the next. Side tilt on the next. Goes for a grab, but he's too far out. Instead catches a boomerang in punishment, followed by a pot. Boomerang third to finish up. Off stage he goes. Goes for the parry, but the counter, but it does not translate. The grab coming in. Throws Dom off stage. In a position to beat. Recover canceled. Nope, does not work. Back on stage comes Sora. Another grab attempt, but does not follow up. Dom underneath to the kick. Second dash. Throws the potion out. Dodges the Thundaga, but ends up off stage. Flashing red at 138% on his second stock. Goes for the up tilt off the grab. And Sora's in a position now. Try and recover again without taking too much damage as the edge guarding Richter looks to cement game one. Back on stage, Hogs grabbing the ledge. Ant getting the Blizzaga off. Goes for middle map control and gets it, followed by a Pyraga attempt that does not actually get out. The shield getting through Dom's aerials, able to get underneath him and take this to a one stock game with an up tilt. In comes the pot. Oh, but the pot is followed up by an up B, and Dom is going to take game one. We'll be moving immediately into our game two in this best of three series. Ant with a very, very good showing at the end of that second life there. Hoping that it'll translate into some momentum here in game two. All right, and looks like we're gonna run it back immediately. On Pokemon Stadium 2, good old PS2. Down goes Richter, throws the boomerang back, catches an aerial, throws the pot out to try and get that damage extended with a combo. Gets underneath Sora, but Sora's able to get the shields out on platform. Looking a little bit better here with the defensive posture, but 26% damage taken. Trying to get some aerials in with the Keyblade. Gets through the dodge and catches a grab on the back end. 1, 2, and 3 with the up tilt, goes for another one. But this time Richter with the back air sends out a boomerang, followed up by a pot for platform guard, gets us a grab and throws Sora off stage, gets the boomerang underneath and pot to try and finish up the combos. Misses with the axe, misses with the boomerang. Sora back on stage. counters just a little bit too early and is sent off again at 86%. Catches a pop 105 as the axe is going to come in, or sorry, boomerang is going to come in. And back on stage, Ant goes with 106% damage taken, and he is punished for it. Stock 1 removed. Stock 2 in play as Just Press B, aka T3 Dom, sitting there at 68% damage taken. In middle map control again, looking to extend his lead with some free damage. With the edge guards coming in so descriptive, it's going to be 1B, 2B, 3B, Just Press B. Here holding down the map control. Sora having to actually engage the boomerang to stay from it hitting him. The back air coming out from Dom. The same edge guard pop. Boomerang combo, this time not actually working as Ant is able to get above it on the platform and into grab range of Dom. Dom able to pass the up tilt up, catch him with the back air and get back into edge guard position, switches up on the ledge grab and pushes Sora into a position to be hit by the boomerang. Sora with that up tilt not connecting, catching 2 whip strikes in the process, ends up trying to get back on stage. The dashes don't work, but the up B does, gets back on with a counter attempt, and now Dom, walking up with a shield, negates the attack from Sora and sends him packing again. Off stage, Sora is at 154% damage, flashing red, very close to getting sent with that next big strike. And there it is, T3 Dom securing the second stock at 104% damage done with a 2 stock advantage against Ant, trying to secure and clinch out this set. He's back in middle map control underneath the platform. Sora goes for the up tilt but on the wrong side of the platform and instead catches a grab up tilt from Dom. Dom sitting in the position now to throw that axe 1 or 2 frames over the edge of the platform in order to catch the finish. Instead, Sora goes for a grab and catches a whip. Parry comes out from Dom, who turns it into a nair down kick combo. The down kick on the shield doesn't connect, and Sora's able to get his ground legs underneath him, but for how long as he dodges another grab, gets into middle map control and grabs himself, sends aside. Off the edge is Richter. Richter underneath with the up B to get back on, sends out the boomerang, which hits shield instead of Thundaga. And down goes Sora off the edge of the map, trying to get back on, hits the Blizzaga, lands it, goes for the up B strike, and is going to take a stock from T3 Dom. Dom in middle map with 0% damage done, and 2 stocks left against 100% damage done, and 1 stock left on Sora, trying to secure the victory. Here comes the grab, offstage throw, the axe to follow up, the potion, the boomerang, none of those connecting, and instead he hits the Thundaga at the very top. Hits with the back air on the way down, throws out the boomerang, tries to send out the pot again. The formula not changing too much, but it is enough. 1 or 2 minute changes can completely make the difference here in the edgeguard game. The down combo comes out, followed by a kick. Back on stage goes Richter before he's out of position, and he's able to catch the inside of Sora to take it to a 2-0 victory. T3 Dom over Ant. Ant is going to be moving on to losers after winning the first 2 sets, which means no resurrection for Ant tonight. Going to be moving on to losers bracket to try and secure it all. Dom will, of course, be moving on in winners bracket. Next up, we will be followed up with another match here in winners brackets, round 3. All right, and on stage selection now, Marvelous Marco is returning, one of our victors in past weeks. I think it was the first $450 prize pool. Now we're at $500. He's going to be playing against Venus. Venus on the left-hand side of your screen in the white sweater, and Marvelous Marco in the blue sweater on the right. And of course, Steve is going to be coming out, this time for Venus, underneath Marvelous Marco, playing as Samus. It looks like the farm is coming up. Put a little bit of dirt blocks to keep you from the creeper, as looks like the melee game is going to be coming out from Marvelous Marco. Marvelous with the up air, does not catch it. Back air attempt on it too. And Zombie more than happy to just hang out on the side of the map. Throw out that, that minecart, sit off stage, catch a couple flamethrowers, and then boost back on. Instead of jumping, he makes his own ground off stage and gets plastered for it, bounced against the bottom of the stage. In comes the up tilt attempt, up air from Marvelous Marco, connecting instead. The charge coming out from Marvelous Marco, instead gets dodged through with the air dodge, followed up by a second B attempt. Down B bomb coming out with a smash to finish out the first stock of Steve. And I'm going to call him Zombie, I'm going to call him Steve, I might even call him Alex if I'm really bad at it, but definitely available per the rules of Southern California, Japan, and worldwide. If you would like to play Steve in tournament, please come and do so here. Here it comes. The back air attempt, landing, TNT placed, up smash block, following up. Marvelous Marco at 125% with this entire stage looking not friendly to him. Fishing pole coming out from Steve. Gets under the platform. Marvelous Marco looking to catch the grab. Instead, puts him on the minecart with the up air tilt. Up A tilt. It's going to work. And that's going to be the first stock off of Marvelous Marco. 45% damage done to Zombie, as Zombie is sitting on the second stock as well. B has been charged for Samus, but the horizontal game is not looking friendly. The vertical game from Steve looking a little bit drastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 hits. Very, very quick with little knockback. The grab attempt thrown up. Steve getting a couple strikes in on the way through. Marvelous Marco back on stage, almost catches an anvil, goes for an aerial grab attempt and hits him with it. Now looking at trying to break these wooden blocks and charge at the same time. The back air kick comes in, the follow-up does not connect, and instead he catches a minecart. 83 to 88% damage, very close. The stone now being dropped by Zombie, who gets the parry in on the range strike. Able to get back to middle map control, but catches a tiny one and a dash for it. Marvelous Marco facing the wrong direction, trying to catch the back air. Instead catches a minecart. Put back on stage into middle map control, catches the grab, sends him vertically, but not enough to finish. Off stage, Venus at 144% damage, dropping iron blocks now, mining the edge of the map from below, trying to get to Diamond, and he has the Diamond pickaxe. Goes for it and catches it. That's going to be a 2-to-1. Stock advantage at 156% damage done, as Marvelous Marco is sitting in a position now to try and get that stock off without taking too much free damage. Venus misses with the minecart, but the diamond axe coming up and doing some damage. Goes for the mining in the meantime. Drops the dirt, the minecart to follow up. Instead, gets parried and up B'd and sent flying, but the up B is not going to have the knockback required to send him down a stock. And now the 87% damage done to Marvelous Marco, as he sends the B, getting back on stage, does not connect, does not follow through, catches a diamond axe on the way in, sends out the B, charging up again to try and get it. The diamond pickaxe thrown away for a diamond sword. The minecart not connecting with the up B recovery does. An off-stage play from Marvelous Marco, looking fantastic. Able to get back on stage, catch the grab, and make it a one-stock game. 131% damage though. Flashing red. Marvelous Marco near death, trying to land these ranged strikes on one of the characters that I would say counters that horizontal strike the best. Drops down the fired, minecart as well. Venus trying to hold on to the edge of map control. Does not get it. Back in middle map control comes Marvelous Marco. Marvelous Marco dropping bombs, but it's not going to help him out as he delays his drop and catches a vertical smash from Venus. And now Venus is going to make a 5 out of 7 perfect score house in the meantime on Minecraft to send us into game 2. right, and we are back with game 2 with Steve dropping dirt piles here, trying to make sure that Samus is not able to get that early game damage with range. Comes in some vertical strikes, neither of them connecting with each other. 5% damage turns to 14 with some kicks, as Marvelous Marco is on the middle of map control, but trying to get a bit more aggressive with a ramping up zombie. A B attempt puts him back on stage. The bomb comes in and does connect. 60% damage done to Zombie as he has to minecart to change sides. Drops down the dirt and is going to spend his time trying to AFK farm to get back up to at least iron. These wood axe combos putting Samus at 44%, but she's able to capitalize on the momentum, not being too crazy to catch an up B to get the damage back. Dashes through the minecart, not getting hit by it, but it looks like they're now at the point of mining iron for Zombie. Zombie looking like he's getting bounced off of the edge. Sorry, mining and turning into wood. Bounced off the edge, catches a grab on the other side. Samus with the charge up. Steve on the outside trying to get back up. Does manage to barely get it, dropping the wings in the process. The damage from range, not connecting through the wood, not even doing enough damage to destroy it until you fully charge. And it looks like they are now at stone weapons with Zombie. Zombie at 121% damage taken to Marvelous Marco's 100. Both of them able to be sent with an explosion or a tilt. The up B combo giving Marvelous Marco dead frames, but it's not capitalized on as Zombie says, I'm just gonna go all the way to iron. And there you go, he gets a piece. Changing up, now he's got diamond pickaxe. Gonna be rolling through, getting the rest of it. Oh no, the minecart pushing the wrong direction, sends Steve in a wrong area, dropping the anvil. It does not get off the edge, and now in a position to recover, does not get it. Steve is going to take the stock from Marvelous Marco. Marvelous Marco sitting on platform, trying to get that damage done to Zombie to get him out of the stock before the free damage comes in, and does. Hits him with the tilt, sends it to a 0-0 on stock too. Back on with the wings. Comes Steve. I told you I was going to do it. Call him Alex at least once. As the wooden axe combo, 40% damage, 52% damage done with like little to no knockback. And the edge grab misses from Marvelous Marco, in a position now to get edge guarded even farther. 100% on the second stock without any rebuttal as the flamethrower comes in to get him back on stage. The DI keeping Marvelous Marco's second stock alive as the up B puts him into range. To be grabbed and TNT'd on the combo. You see Marvelous Marco start to smile on that one. Not a friendly smile, that's a ouch smile, as he's down now one stock with no damage done onto Zombie. Zombie sitting in middle map control squarely. Digging up. He's got one piece of gold, one piece of diamond, and he's still farming. Knocked again, 47% damage done. Stock damage looking almost even. However, the stock advantage squarely in Venus's court. Marvelous Marco with full charge on his B strike comes in and catch an aerial tilt from Steve. Steve with the up combo. One, tries to get the second, instead catches a back air kick. Marco misses the B, the anvil comes out but does not connect. A grab turns into a flamethrower, and off stage, coming back with the minecart and connecting is Venus. Venus goes for the aerial up B and lands it as an attack. On platform now, Marvelous Marco getting sent up and juggled just a little bit. Gets his charge up while AFK Farm Zombie in the background is sitting there trying to manage the distance. He sends the cart through. Cart does not connect in either direction. Marvelous Marco sends out the B, which also manages to hit the shield. Oh, the dodging the minecart puts him in a position where he had jumped and could not air dodge. Up B to get back on stage, trying to dodge the TNT explosion that he knows is about to happen, and edge guard at the same time. Marvelous Marco still a stock down with 142% damage taken, rolls through the minecart attempt, charges the B completely, and is stuck on the opposite side of stone, dirt, stone, wood, stone. And the iron block is gonna block the B charge from Marvelous Marco. The aerial grab comes in and followed up by a tilt to make it a one-stock game just like we saw last time. But 147% damage has been taken already by Marvelous Marco. He tries to land the B but does not get it under the bottom of Steve, as Steve is still trying to get the amount of materials required to increase the damage output. Sitting at a diamond pickaxe right now, but not being able to farm. Mildly frustrating for Marvelous Marco as he's trying to get those ranged attacks tiered off in order to break through the walls created. You see the damage going out, but just not breaking through the wood. As the pickaxe strike from Steve lands on Marco. 163% damage done. It's all going to come down to this next engagement. Off the edge, Marco goes, tries to get the spike. The B attempt coming out, does not connect. Aerial grab, charge up the B again, try and get it through those stone, or does he go over? Because here comes another set of diamond equipment for Zombie. Zombie with a 3-stack horizontal shield between him and Marvelous Marco. Marvelous Marco just trying to get close enough to one of the most aggravating characters he's probably had to play since Javi's days of Sonic. And Javi, I'm not messing with you, I totally love your Sonic game, but here comes Marco on the recovery with the B attempt, charged up and ready to go. The horizontal side B, not landing. The up B attempt, not landing. Sorry, down B attempt, not landing. At range and unable to do anything with it. It looks like Steve might actually just be waiting it out. And here we go. No more blocks on the ground. Anvil not protecting from the aerial or from the range to strike. Here comes Alex with the grab. Catches one, catches two. Marvelous Marco with the nod of acceptance. Venus is going to take game 2. All right, and we are back with Glug and Dom. We will be fixing the names as quick as possible here. Glug on the left side of your screen here playing DK. Dom bringing back Richter for another play. And in we go. 21% damage on DK to 46% on Dom. Dom not able to get his ground legs underneath him and ends up losing an early stock. Back on he goes. The invulnerability frames used properly gets the momentum into middle map control. 61% on DK as DK flashing white, meaning that he has charged that B strike. The ranged attack comes in, the edge guard followed up by a boomerang. Pot comes in and a finish up with a tilt. Here comes the boomerang combo, up B to try and send him 145, still not enough to send DK packing on his first stock. 156, let's see how high it can climb. The grab comes out, the up combo, back air kick 1 and 2, goes for a second attempt at a combo, but doesn't land it. Dom gets behind him, and the tilt from his strike is gonna land. The axe not getting off stage and able to capitalize, but the pot will. Pot on edge guard. Richter now in a position to try and finish out the stock at 197%. 206. The pot, the axe, and down he goes. No recovery. Glug is going to give up his first stock with only 53% damage done to Dom's second after what I would consider to be very, very quick out. The boomerang comes out, the pot to finish. Up comes the airstrike, but Looks like DK is going to land the rebuttal and is going to send Dom's stock at 105%. Reset back to 0 off a platform. Dom with the back air. Back air again. Trying to get back into the swing of things. 67% damage done on the second stock of DK, but DK is going to land a big strike against Dom's last stock. 35% damage taken. The up tilt comes out, followed by another attack with the backhand. Up B swing. Instead, the dodge, killing the momentum. The pot comes down, and another Richter combo is starting. There goes the B, there goes the pot. Pot ends up on platform, but the back air is able to keep momentum in his favor. Looks like Glug trying to get the grab. No, does not. Goes for the swing, but doesn't catch it. Boomerang coming up to edge guard, followed by a low kick dash. Pot, and off the edge he goes again. Throws the axe, but a little early. The pot catches without exploding. Edge guard coming up. The burn not lasting long enough to do the damage. The grab from Dom connecting. Throws down another pot. Boomerang goes for the whip into the shield. DK rolling in. Getting capitalized on again at 194%, 200% damage. This is when you start to see him get knocked back like a normal character. There it is. DK set down to the last stock against T3 Dom at 96% damage already taken. Has to manage that range game against what I'm assuming is going to be an aggressive DK. Dom sent way too far off stage and unable to recover. Game 1 of 5 for semifinals goes to Glug. And we will be moving on immediately into Game 2. And we're back. I know it's unfortunate, but it's got to happen. We're back with Game 2. Sorry, unfortunate related to something else. Richter with the immediate damage, getting middle map control, looking a bit more aggressive this time. Catches the edge guard 1 and 2. Backhand coming out from a dash and down B to try and follow up. DK getting back on stage, going for a grab, but does not catch it. Dodges through the whip attempt from Richter. Richter on the edge of the map and happy to be there. Catches an up B at 101%, 110, 16. But it's not enough. DK's going to take the stock at 116, knocking off and then edge guarding. DK coming in with the charged B. Catches a pot, sent off stage, trying to recover. Sent vertically by the axe, gets through the spin of the damage on the second one, but catches a whip to finish out the stock. It's going to be two stocks of 2 stocks. Just press B, aka T3 Dom sitting under platform, trying to get his combos off. Comes in with a dash, sends out Boomerang, goes for a second one. Whip with a slight vertical incline. Boomerang sent out, and in comes DK trying to get that gap closer. Goes for 1 dodge and 2, but it's not enough. He sent juggled again. Back on stage at 88%. Looking for an in. Doesn't commit to it. Uses his shield, parry or dodges the first one. Up attempt. The kick comes in. But Richter has got kicks of his own to send it backwards. The Boomerang being followed up by an up B. Oh, Glug is not sent off yet at 146%. I thought he'd been off map, but no, it's going to be the exact opposite of that, as at 2 stocks, he is almost sent off with an automatic kill. T3 Dom jumping back on and catching it again, down 2 stocks to 1. 146 damage taken for Glug. Glug in middle map control, dodges the first attack but catches the second. Axe missed. Fire pot, followed by another axe. None of those connecting for Dom. Dom in a position that he had to shield, catches a grab. And a vertical strike, 2 back airs from DK. DK flashing red, but still putting in punishment. Gets back on with a 170%, but it's not enough. And Richter is going to send it to a 1 stock to 1 stock game. Richter at 82% damage taken. The B swing comes in from DK. DK in every position right now to do one of those vertical platform throws and finish the game. Richter trying to get the damage in, catches the pot, the vertical strike, the nair, the back boomerang, throws out the pot to try and catch some more damage and comes in with the dash whip combo. The dodge comes in, grab, off the edge you go, trying to end the game, not White in range to recover. Dom's nod as it's going to go to a 2-0 semifinal spread with Glug in that advantageous position to clinch out his winner's semifinal run right now. T3 Dom now at a 0-2 deficit, having to take back these next 3 games if he want to continue on in winners. Other than that, he's going to be moving on down to our losers circle. Both of them dead eyes as they move towards their next character. No emotion showing in there. Oh, nope, never mind. Dom right there. Internal dialogue. Back we go. And here we go with our game 3 of 5. Dom with Richter on the right. Left side of your screen, Glug playing DK. DK back on stage on the edge. Catches the fire and whip combo. The boomerang's coming out. Gets underneath Richter. Uses the opportunity to upswing. Catches one. Only 11% damage on the combo. Down B to try and break up the momentum. Gets in behind with the back air. Goes for another whip attack with Dom not connecting with his boomerang. Catches a grab instead. Thrown up. Vertical combo. Not enough to send Richter with the DI downwards. But is it going to be enough to send him off stage to the right? Yes. DK with a double grab land. Richter hitting him into another combo of his own. That's a grab, whip into the boomerang, up whip, you're done. And it's going to be a 0-0 spread at 2 stocks, both of them left. Glug getting the early damage done under platform, trying to get close enough to Richter to keep the combo going. Richter on edge guard duty again, sends out the pot and boomerang combo, neither of them actually landing. Down B from DK does do some damage. The Nair into the shield to DK, turns into a fire pot back air from Richter. Richter able to get the Nair, but it doesn't connect. Puts out his shield in time for DK to not do any damage. Sends out a pot and a whip combo to send him flying. DK trying to get back on stage. Does manage to get through the pot, only to get kicked again. Sent off stage a second time. Both up Bs reset, and he's able to get on with 0 recovery left. Back into middle stage, 131% damage taken. He gets on, gets the shield, goes for a backhand, doesn't connect, misses the pot once and twice, but the whip comes through. Axe as well, over the top and underneath. Nair combo to send DK off again. 2 stocks to 2 stocks, but not for long, as the whip is going to make it a 2-1 game with Dom in the lead for the first time this set. Catches the whip, but it's parried. DK going for that upswing on platform, but looks like Dom is avoiding that platform like the plague right now. Able to get the whip and boomerang dodge, rolls in, but catches a grab on the backside. Glug having a really hard time trying to close the gap this time, as it looks like the momentum and the algorithm that he's using, that T3 Dom is using for his range strikes, has changed up ever so slightly. There's no DI in that one. The up whip is going to bring it back quick status. Dom now at a 2-1 deficit, trying to bring back our winners semifinals. And whatever that internal dialogue was for T3 Dom, it worked for him as we move into our game 4 of 5 here in our winner's circle. Contenders eSports in Irvine weeklies. All right, and we are back with it. The charge up from DK right out the gate. Richter looking like he needs that distance, and he's using it well. 7% damage on the strike, catches a grab, throws DK back off stage. DK trying to get back on stage. Now Dom waiting an ever so slight amount of time in order to wait for the attempt to get back on stage before punishing, and it's working out for him. DK catches one grab, but doesn't manage to get through, gets the horizontal swing, but instead is caught by a whip on the backside. Dom above DK, not where he wanted to be, but DK misses the grab. Dom sending out that boomerang, goes for the up tilt, does not catch it, throws out a pot, parried and moved out of the way. DK sitting on the right side in the defensive posture, waiting for that perfect opening to grab and send. Richter sends out the boomerang, pot on top stage, whip on the bottom of it, into shield again. The grab combo comes out, or the grab attempt, sorry, comes out, does not connect. The B pot moves through to a whip that gets parried or dodged. The grab attempt coming out again, but for some reason DK is just not landing any of those grabs. And the pot bounces off of shield, ends up on top platform. Now flashing red, DK at 136%. Needs to catch the grab on Richter in order to make this deficit make sense. 151% damage. Doesn't hit the axe, but does catch the boomerang on the back end, and that'll be enough to pop him up. And I'll let Dom take out the stock. 84% damage has been done to Dom on the stock, which means this might be enough. No, he got headstooled. He's knocked off for a 2 stock disadvantage just because of a simple 1 or 2 second, or millisecond, I should say, misplay. Off goes Richter with the back air at 88% damage done, but all 3 stocks left against DK at 51-66. 66% damage done, but only 1 stock. Catching a nair from Dom, who has decided to turn up. Catching the back end of the boomerang, both of them shielding. The pot comes out. Richter at a distance now to get grabbed. And off stage he goes. No recovery that time. And it's going to make it a 2-1 game. Richter's still in a very good position. But DK has charged up his B strike. Down B to break the momentum, comes in, the back air doesn't get it, but the back air from Richter does connect. Pot turns into a parry and dash through a heavy strike. Off stage goes DK again. DK with that up B to get back on stage, immediately moving it back to a 1 stock to 1 stock game. At 131% damage. Can he survive? He's trying to get back on, and he does. Charging blue into the axe, and he's gone! That's gonna be game 4 for T3 Dom. All right, and we are back with our game 5 of 5. Dom has brought it back from an 0-2 deficit against Glug tonight in order to try and reclaim his winner's circle run all the way to grand finals. We are here in semifinals now with DK taking an early 60% damage, but as we all know, looking for those combos, those grabs, those throws, they can end it before the damage has even gotten severe. The boomerang coming out, the edge guard a little bit closer this time from Richter, and Richter sent off stage for it in a position that his up B can actually get some damage in. The pot hits the ground on top of Glug. Back air coming in from Richter does connect. Axe to finish, and it does. Axe to whip combo does finish. The slight head shake from Glug as he moves on to the next stock, trying to just shake it off. Comes in with the tilt, goes for the grab. This time that grab will take a stock as Richter plasters the front of our screens. Back on 0% to 0%, a neutral game. Flashing with his B charge, Glug looking for an opening to do that massive damage. The down B to break up the momentum, followed by a B strike, but for some reason it doesn't follow through. The air up neutral air does come out from Richter once and twice, followed by an up B to break the down B of DK. The kick combo coming in to send him off stage. DK at 92% damage, still very much so in his wheelhouse to take the stock. Richter with the up B combo again, 108% damage. The front end of the boomerang connecting against him, followed by a whip. Second boomerang comes out, fire, boomerang again, and flashing red, up B again. Flashing red is DK. DK off on the right side of your screen, trying to get back to middle map control. He takes it underneath platform, but it's not going to be enough. The down air, followed by a boomerang. The pop coming out from Richter. Richter getting rolled into by DK. DK with the back air, trying to finish out the stock, but instead is going to use a grab to do it. And the up B to get him back on stage. It is a 2-1 game. Dom now down by 1 stock with 162% damage done to DK. DK charged up again with that B strike ready to go. Goes for the spike but does not connect at 9%. I don't think it would connect anyways. The down B breaking out the momentum, but the back air from Richter looking like he's trying to secure the kill. The dodge from the air comes through. And this might be enough. No, he gets sent back on stage with the momentum, getting absolutely through the strike, taking as much damage as he had to on the way to make sure he didn't lose the game. And he'll take the stock off of DK. And it is now a 0 to 60% one stock challenge to see who's gonna move on in our final circle. The immediate damage coming out. The grab followed by the up top combo. Not enough. The DI keeps him alive. Dom is still fighting at 105%, trying to get the combos in on DK to send the game in his favor. Catches a back air, 94% damage on DK. DK looking for that one opportunity to catch the grab, and he does. Sends him off the stage. The recovery is gonna have to be perfect, and it's not. Just a few frames keep Glug in our winner's circle. T3 Dom will be moving on to losers in order to try and fight his way back tonight, but Glug will be moving on to winners finals. And we will be right back with our next very quickly. You can see not Manic. He goes by Serial. We have Serial here in the seat next to me. Manic just got called up to play. A few of our other kids have been sent home already today, but you know that's the All right, and while I'm just a voice in your headphones, or your computer, or your TV, or your big screen, or your IMAX theater if you're really extravagant, next up will be Venus and Ignace. Ignace on the right-hand side of the screen right now. Venus coming in to sit next to him. It's going to be light side versus dark side, it looks like. And we will be getting right to it. They are setting up their controls. We will be with you in one moment. Oh my, here we go. All right, so they don't necessarily have to wait for us to say go. We wait for them to say, hey, we're starting. In it goes with Steve, being played by Venus, returning, as well as, correct me if I'm wrong, is this Ike or is this Marth? That's Marth. All right, Marth for Ignace. Thank you, Serial. Back on stage, the attempt comes from Venus as he's visibly frustrated that the wrong angle comes out on the recovery. And now one stock up. Ignace is here and ready to play with Marth. The shield comes out from Steve, or Zombie. Zombie going for the fishing line, does not catch the opportunity to, and it looks like he doesn't have the opportunity to farm either, sitting there with wood weapons, tries to build up a wall. Marth able to break it down pretty quickly, goes for the parry, catches the parry, goes for the up air to follow. Anvil coming down on his head, but he shields through it. Not enough to make the combo not finish, as back on the edge is Steve. Trying to get a few strikes in, doesn't manage to connect. Marth playing the patient game very carefully. The anvil comes down between the two of them. A little bit of a mind, one piece of iron out of it, as the vertical strikes come out from Steve. 99% damage on Marth as the grab will send him off stage. Not going to be able to recover that. Oh, he is with the up B on the attempt. Able to recover. Catches a grab TNT combo to finish the stock. It's going to be a 2-2 stock game after a very, very early out for Venus's first life. Back on stage he goes. The up B misses the dead frames, not punished as Marth goes for a grab and doesn't manage to connect. Marth back on stage, instead catching some up air, back airs from Steve Zombie. Zombie able to get the distance, goes for the grab on the distance, uses the opportunity to farm down, drop a crafting table. Up A smash is going to land Marth off stage at 100% damage on the second stock. The damage difference in Steve's favor again as Steve is able to get behind his own minecart and use the opportunity to mine a little bit. Drops an anvil on the north side, but it doesn't land. Platform looking a little bit more like a defensive posture now for Steve. And Steve catches the back air to send Marth down to a single stock. Marth with the vertical strike, Steve with the vertical strikes, giving an early 30% damage on top of all of it to Marth. As the damage starts to compound, Marth looking for a more aggressive approach, catches one, catches two, gets over the top of the minecart, but still takes a little bit of damage. Now looking for an opening that makes sense, misses the grab. Steve trying to get the anvil, doesn't catch it, hits him with the strike, uses the edge guard, switches with them, and then pops him off with a very easy strike. One stock to one stock now, 70% damage already done to Marth as Ignace is going to try and keep the combo alive. Does not get it. Steve on the inside, the up strikes, drops down the wood, goes the opportunity to mine. Up smash does not actually land. Marth in a horizontal position against, misses the minecart, and is able to use this opportunity to get a little bit of that wall broken down. Unfortunately, the minecart does get underneath it, and the strike on the back does send Marth flying. Marth now in a position that he has to get out of the damage, and instead he's going to catch it. A pickaxe is going to make game one go to Venus. And as we have Steve here in the future, I will be learning his attacks by name because this is my first time dealing with Steve, and I think that's an issue that we run into when we ban him from tournaments, is that nobody here in Southern California does get to play against and practice against Steve, and you end up with a situation like this where he's getting the opportunity to free mine against Marvelous Marco. He's getting the opportunity to use platform as a wall, and we're going to see in the future as more and more people get used to playing against Steve, how their attempt to combo it changes from the norm. Marth with that early damage, trying to get the up B, and goes for an aerial strike, instead catching 1, 2, and 3 through the shield and not taking the damage from it. Aerial strike coming in from Steve. Steve getting the opportunity to mine some wood out of the ground because we all know wood grows from platform. And back over the top of an up B from Ignace. Ignace trying to get underneath him and doesn't land the one strike, doesn't land the second, but he does land the third and does spike. Boom! Calling it before it happens. Off stage he goes. Steve flashing with his invulnerability frames, trying to use the opportunity to get a little bit of damage in, but doesn't end up getting it. 52% damage on Marth as he tries to extend his lead past one stock. The aerial strike comes in, attempted shielded, blocked off as Steve is off stage now, middle of map control, going squarely to Marth as he lands another jab style combo. Off stage goes Steve trying to recover. Up B misses again, and Spike is going to trade his own life for it. Ignace down Ignace down one stock, Steve down 2 stocks. Venus now on his last life trying to secure the win. Somehow ends up getting knocked back off stage. Throws down the minecart, doesn't land, gets the up strike, drops the rocks underneath him, tries to land the combo, but it's not enough at 56% damage to send the knockback. And Marth is able to get back on stage, get middle map control, and start a combo of his own. Ignace looking to try and get that stock. Does not manage. Now off the edge, trying to get back on. The anvil does not make it off stage. Steve now in the position. Middle map control again. Needs to farm up just a little bit before those strikes are going to send back. Catches the grab. Builds his next tier weapon. Drops down some dirt and an anvil to make his home. And is in middle map control, sending that minecart back at Ignace. Ignace gets the air dodge through. Shields through the damage on the first one, but catches the spike on the second one, and that is going to take him down to his last stock. With 70% damage done to Steve, it is still very much either character's game, either player's game, I should say. As 70-80% damage on Steve doesn't mean he can't 0 to 100 you. And here we go. With the back air, he picks up his diamond, and now it's real. Off stage he goes. Gets the recovery with the minecart, goes for the dash, gets the grab on the ledge, gets inside with the dodge. On the back end, catches a grab. Sent packing on the edge with the minecart, and it'll be the tilt that ends the game. That is going to be game 2, going to Ignace. We're going to have a 1-1 spread. Oh yeah. Coming from Serial, he'd like to point out that that fair into a block, into a block, into a spike that was landed. Yeah, that's this guy right here. That was landed against Steve with his own blocks was something that Ignace could not have seen in a trigonometry class had he the formula. So here we go on to our next match. Both players ready. It's going to be Steve and Marth again. And we'll call him Zombie, we'll call him Steve, we'll call him Alex. I'll call him everything under the book before I end up getting it right, I promise. Middle map control, not really contested this time, as Marth takes it securely, ends up on top platform with a missed up B. 3 platforms this time instead of 2 makes it a more vertical game, as Steve is happy to sit on the left side edge of map and try and get up to the next degree of weapons. Marth going with that poke, does not end up catching it, 28% damage, not too egregious. As the dashes start coming in, 1-2, back of him, trading, not really committing on any side of it. Does catch the horizontal combo, trying to get the tilt. The wings coming out from Zombie, keeping him back on stage. Zombie gets inside of Marth. Marth knocked up onto platform, catches the aerial on the back end. Here comes the attempt. Does not land the minecart or the up B. Off the edge goes Zombie, 88% damage done, drops the anvil on Marth's head, does connect, but an up B has a rebuttal. Neither of them able to get the damage into a combo. As now the grab comes out from Zombie. Zombie's gonna use the opportunity to try and get some more materials. Shielded up, the up B across the ground this time from Zombie. As he makes the distance enough to drop a minecart, goes to build his next degree of weapons, but it does not follow. It does not complete. And on the edge, here he goes. Trying to get the minecart in, this time too low, and Marth capitalizes on it, sends the back air to stop the minecart, and follows it up with a second to take the stock away from Venus. Venus now looking to get those up air combo, or up air tilts, smashes, whichever one the big fiery block is, magma blocks. Catches a grab instead, sends him vertically to the right, trying to get some farming in while he has the opportunity to. Gets up on platform, uses the minecart to make distance, again farming. Catches the dashing strike, back on stage goes Marth. TNT is placed but not lit, and there it goes, lit now, trying to get the distance of it, and instead he's gonna almost suicide. I don't know how that works too easy, but the minecart comes out, hits Marth. Marth at 157%, still on his first stock against Zombie's 44% damage taken on his second. Catches him with the minecart, flashing red, and off the edge he goes. Both of them in a position now that they have to recover, but Zombie very easily able to do it, as Ignace just kind of accepts that loss and moves on to the next stop. And it's going to work for him as the minecart comes in, now in a position to be edge guarded. There was no way, besides using the wings, for Zombie to get back on stage, and Marth knew it. Marth capitalizing on it, goes for a dodge, catches it, minecart coming in, doesn't hit anybody. Horizontal strikes from the Diamond Axe. Diamond getting underneath Ignace as Ignace comes down with those aerial strikes. 1, 2, 3, catches the third one, but doesn't complete it completely, and ends up catching a minecart. On top platform again, trying to get those down air swings coming in. Diamond sword for Venus, as Venus's damage is at the highest possibility it can be. Off the edge he goes, this time with a S curve to get back onto the edge. And he's going to try and mine the edge of the map. Up smash works. Ignace on the edge, trying to figure, on the left side, trying to figure out how to make it complete. And he does. And that'll take it to game 4. That's going to be a 2-1 advantage for Ignace over Venus as we move into our best of 5 game 4 and winners. Semifinals? Semifinals. All right, after semifinals will be finals, and then we'll be the losers bracket top 8 to make sure we have the right people here for grand finals. Stick with us. We will be, oh no, we're still continuing. We'll be back right now.
2, 1, go!
And here we go, off the bat, aggressive Minecraft, aggressive Steve, aggressive Zombie, trying to get as much damage done early, 50% unanswered. followed up by an aggressive Marth, trying to make sure that Zombie does not have the range to farm. Marth getting the up B but missing. Zombie looking like he's not even trying to farm materials this time. He wants that damage done immediately. Gets his wings to get back on stage. Still has them. Gets up. Marth does not manage the punishment. Back on stage, middle mat control squarely in Marth's court. As he catches the aerial on the way down. Another aerial there too. Oh, and he's off stage. The up B bringing him back on. Does not get hit by the fishing pole, able to get around it. This time with no platforms on stage. The vertical game for Steve/Zombie is not as strong. And Marth capitalizing on it. Yeah, that's 2-1 with Ignace's favor. Everybody say hi, Nexus.
Hello.
There you go. All right, here we go back to it. Zombie holding down middle map control against the third stock, able to knock Ignace off, and it looks like that stock will be saved as he, catches the anvil. Never mind. It's going to be a 2-2, 0% damage done. Early game completely going from Venus to Ignace, as Ignace is now back on 8%. Trying to get the combo, hits the aerial, does not get it, gets spiked on the second one, back on the stage, misses the up B, gets sent back to middle. Here comes Zombie. Second, third up B from Ignace. Ignace using that up B as a way to make distance, it seems, as the climbing Venus tries to get Ignace farther and farther away vertically from the stage with these strikes, landing 88% in the combo. Back on stage he goes, minecart first, then the wings. Into the jab combo, not able to connect through the shield, but it does do a little bit of damage. Here comes Zombie off the edge, trying to mine the edge of the map. Gets back on, drops anvil. Anvil misses, drops the magma block, but Marth is able to follow up with the combo, and it looks like Marth is in the position to edge guard. Does not hit it in time, but sets himself up for a second attempt. Here come the wings. Wings get Steve back on stage, and the grab combo does not land on the second follow-up. Follow-up for Ignace, opportunity strikes, and there goes Venus's second stop. Invulnerability frames not capitalized on as he makes some distance in order to try and get a better weapon. At 109% damage, he needs that knockback. That's Venus. Venus needs that knockback to take the stock away from Ignace. Ignace trying to extend his lead right now to make this a 3-1 finish for winners semifinals. Flashing purple. The poke comes out. Is it going to be enough to finish the round? No. Back on stage goes Zombie. Zombie now trying to fight underneath platform. Magma block causing dead frames. You can see Venus visibly recognizing his mistake as he gets back onto middle. Middle map control, one stock down with 112 to 118% damage done. Drops the fire, but it's a little bit over the head of Marth, who recovers. Charges the poke. Does not happen. And now a farming Minecraft character drops an anvil on top of a Fire Emblem character's head. Charges up the stone. Stone weapons coming out, but it's not going to be enough as the aerial combo is going to make this game 3-1 Ignace. Venus is not going to be out completely yet. He's going to be going on to losers bracket. We're going to be having our finals matches here in a second, and after that, we'll be moving on to our losers bracket to see our top 8. Stick with us at Contender eSports in Irvine. Don't forget, we do this every week, every Wednesday, starting at about 7 o'clock p.m. We run until we're finished. $500 minimum prize pool. If you really want to make your money, if you want to make your rent, if you want to make people like that feel bad for losing to you, show up here at Contender eSports in Irvine. We are 2700 Alton Parkway. You can't miss it. It's a giant octagonal room that I'm sitting in right now. We will be right back as we set up our next match. All right. And we are going to be actually moving over to our losers bracket here in order to make sure that we've got as many show for you as possible. This is going to be Venus in losers quarterfinals against Nexus. Nexus is going to be rocking that Falco that we know, tried and true, Fat Eric here. We're going to be swapping these pictures around to reflect it. Luigi is Venus with the open mouth on the left-hand side of your screen, soon to be right. There he goes. This is a matchup that I love to see. These are people that live with each other, that play with each other, that practice with each other, that know each other, playing against each other in our quarterfinals. Luigi, with the early damage, catches a grab from Nexus. Nexus trying to land that true combo, does not manage to get him off stage, but the damage comes out, and Luigi getting back on stage here, goes for the edge guard, followed by that dash. Dash connecting. Tries to send in another dash, that one does not. Falco gets underneath him, catches him with the back and up air. Goes for a second one, both of them parrying at the same time. Neither of them able to connect as the range game starts to happen. Here comes to Shine. Shine does not connect with anything, followed by a laser combo, and let's see if it happens again. No, a forward air coming in from Luigi. Luigi's gonna get him with a back air on the back end, goes for a short jump, and instead, with that tilt, takes the first stock from Nexus. Nexus trying to get back on with his momentum, does not manage the combo connect, and Luigi goes for that forward air, neutral air combo. Lands, forward kick, neither of them land, up kick to follow up. Falco in a position now that he's got to try and capitalize on it, but does not manage to, as Luigi gets underneath him, not gonna work for him. Nexus in a position to edge guard now, does not get the finish, but flashing red, Luigi is about to go. And on the front of our screens, he paints himself. We move into our second stock with only 40% damage done to Nexus. Still very recoverable. The butt bump coming out from Luigi. Luigi with middle map control, but Falco with the Shine trying to get it back. Aerial combo does not work for him as Luigi's able to take the momentum and hold out middle map. And the up B combo. The up B critical combo is going to come out from Luigi, and at about 30-40% damage, he's going to connect it with Nexus's face in order to bring us to our next set. And I believe this is best of 3 for quarterfinal? Or is it best of 5? Best of 5, we will find out and get back to you as soon as it says best of 5 at the top. I'm going to believe what it says on the screen that you wrote. So here we go into our next game. Falco against Luigi. Luigi wearing purple because why not? Moving in, gets the grab, attempt, does not connect it. Aerial forward coming in from Falco, gets the grab from Luigi. Luigi goes for that down combo. Catches one, catches two, good bump on the third. Forward air doesn't hit, but the up air does. Goes for another grab, does not connect. The dash goes through. Falco looking like he's trying to get distance. Shoots out the laser, the Shine to follow. Laser again, Shine to block the fire. Luigi looking like he needs that range attempt. Back air jump, short jump, short jump. And the lasers making the distance not matter. There goes the grab from Luigi, followed by a combo onto platform. Sends out a second one. That one does not manage to grab. And Falco is in a position. Oh, he gets dashed. Falco goes for his own dash, gets back on the top platform, but it's not going to matter. Back in middle map control, Luigi shield to shield combat. Catches a forward air from Nexus. Nexus jumping through, going for that verticality. Does not get it, but the up kick combo does. And off the left side of the stage, Luigi trying to get back on and does. Recovers, but not long enough, as Nexus is going to take the first stock. Now Falco catching a dash combo from Luigi as Luigi runs through again, not connecting the second time, goes for a dash or a dodge, does not manage to dodge, catches a fair, but the down B combo to a fair kick. It's going to take the stock back from Nexus. Venus now in a position at 23% that he can bring it back very easily. Nexus looking for the combos to create that lead that he just lost. The gap being closed by slappy hands from Luigi underneath platform, trying to catch the grab just a few frames out. And he gets closer each time, but still a few frames out on the grab. Goes for that fair, doesn't catch it. Both of them shielding, wondering who's going to get out of it first, and Nexus manages to capitalize on it with another fair. Comes in for the attempt, but does not get it. The grab followed by a second grab from Luigi. Down kick on the combo, goes for the third to try and keep her going, but it doesn't matter. Up tilt, for fair, down B to finish the stock on Nexus. Nexus flashing with his invulnerability frames, trying to get some sort of initiation on Luigi. Luigi holding down the horizontal game, but he points the wrong direction with his plunger and is capitalized on for it. at 170%. The Shine is going to take him off his game, and he gets spiked for it. For a 1-to-1 stock game, we are fully reset with 2% damage being the only thing to speak of on these stocks as Falco shields through the attempt from Luigi. Both characters shielding against each other. Falco with the verticality getting over Luigi. Luigi sends the fireball in response, sends out the plunger. Plunger does not connect. And sends it again. Here comes Nexus. Nexus with the dash. Fair combo. Up air does not connect. Here comes Luigi. Luigi with his own shield comes for that fireball grab combo. Neither of them being able to land the combos turns into a grab game from Nexus. Nexus lands it. Holds middle map. Goes for the fair. Does not connect. Goes for a second one. The grabs sitting just outside of each other's range. As the shield game becomes more and more important, the vertical strike combo from Nexus is going to put Luigi in a position to be edge guarded. It's not going to be enough. Luigi back on middle stage at 107% damage taken. One tilt, one smash away from being a thing of the past. Catches the fair, laser to finish it, and he's gone. Oh, he's not. He's back on stage. My apologies, but it's not enough either way. Nexus is going to catch the vertical kick and send Venus down to a 1-1 spread for both players.
Start the battle. Luigi.
All right, the run it back, run it back. This is PS2 as we go again. Here comes the vertical grab combo from Falco, followed up by a fair. Luigi trying to get it, dodges through the first, but catches a second attempt on the combo from Falco. Falco able to capitalize a third time, but the nair from Luigi breaks the momentum vertically and turns it horizontal. Nexus looking like he's trying to get some more combos, but the fair comes out from Luigi, tries to turn into a grab, does not get it. The back air comes out. Falco landing the back air. The dash attempt to get back on stage, plenty for Luigi. Luigi gets the grab, the downward throw. Here comes the kick one, kick two, doesn't get the third, and is sent off for it. Venus off and adds 0%, using invulnerability frames to take underneath platform from Falco. Falco pops him up on top of platform, but not able to follow up with it. The down tilt. Luigi dashing through. Over the B attempt. Goes for another nair, a fair. This time catches the fair. Goes for a third attempt at it with the grab. Goes for the... Oh, the up B does not get it. And back on with his headbutt. And then vertical jump, down B, not connecting from either character, turning into a spike from Nexus. Nexus absolutely turning up right now. Had a 2 stock to 0 stock loss difference. Oh, spoken too early. Luigi's gonna get him with the tilt, get him with the smash. I'm not quite sure what the head bash is, but he'll land it. And off stage goes the first stock of Falco. Falco back on now, on top of platform, trying to get a good initiation to start his combos. Does not get it, instead gets a grab from the down kick. A little bit extra of the movement frames from Venus, getting punished. There's the vertical kick, followed by a down kick. Falco trying to make the distance work for him, jumps into the shield of Luigi, who manages to not finish the combo. The fair, followed by up tilt, down kick. Here comes the rebuttal. Up tilt, up tilt, up tilt. And off the stage goes Falco for the first time this stock. Falco with the shine, trying to get back on fair into a parry, or an air dodge. And the bump back on from Luigi gives him middle map control, not capitalized on for the dead frames, goes for that forward air, the kick comes out, and back on stage with the recovery. Into more punishment goes Nexus. Nexus fighting just to get to the other side of stage, and it's not going to work for him. Kicked off of that side and getting edge guarded here as well. Gets up on the grab. Not enough to send him back in the DI, making the difference here. Down B though, from Luigi, is going to connect. Nexus takes that deep breath out because he knows this game is only one kick from over. And that's going to take us to a 2-1 spread with Nexus being up. I am not sure if it's a best of 5. Looks like Nexus wasn't sure either. There we go. Okay, best of 5. As they continue on, Nexus is getting himself amped up and ramped up for this next time to stand tough. As Venus takes a deep breath himself. Back on it. Mirror match again. PS2, here we go. Out the gate, the ranged attacks from Falco. Not able to be followed up as Luigi is just waiting for him to get in range to punish. The fair comes out. Falco underneath platform with Luigi, trying to get the distance closer. Shine coming out into the shield of Luigi. 1, 2, and ooh, the third one dodged. Fair from Luigi. Fair from Falco. Followed by the Nair. Going to Spike. Does he land it? It'll work. It's not a beautiful one, but it's an effective one. And the first stock from Luigi is now gone. Venus, a stock down and a game down, trying to stay alive against Nexus's Falco. Nexus holding down middle map control effectively, goes for the Nair, catches with a B at range, trying to manage the platform, catches a back air, a second back air from Luigi. Luigi running through, misses the up B attempt and puts himself in some dead frames, not capitalized on too heavily by Falco, but Falco happy with that Nair, catches a grab, up kick, back air combo. Doesn't have the knockback quite yet at 72% to kill Luigi. However, it is a good damage difference, or damage maker for Falco. Falco gets another grab. I wonder which direction this one's gonna go. Luigi's side as the down B gets him out of the range of Falco and able to do some damage. Catches him with that headbutt, head punch, whatever it is. And back on stage now, Falco fighting to stay alive, switches it up and starts the edge guard, catches a fair from Luigi. Luigi off stage again. And it all comes down to who hits who first at 115 to 114%, 2 stocks to 3 stocks. The DI keeping him in. Nexus not able to finish and is taken out. 114% damage on the second stock of Luigi as Luigi tries to mitigate a little bit of that difference with a grab combo. 1, 2, 3. Tries to land it farther. The verticality of Falco increasing as he tries not to get hit by that grab. Sends out the Shine in order to push back the fire, and it does. Sitting underneath platform, shields outside of the range of plunger. Trying to get that in so that he can knock Luigi out of the game. The forward dash coming, slappy slaps attack. The down kick and the up B. Back on stage goes Nexus at 100%. The damage difference completely removed between these two characters, and Venus has taken the lead for the first time this game. Not for long though, as the instant reset is going to take us to a sudden death style last stock. 0% on both characters. It all comes down to who can do what with one stock. The vertical combo from Falco doing 27% damage. The grab from Luigi as response doing the exact same plus 58% on Falco, on platform. Getting juggled just a little bit, comes back with the Nair, trying to get in range, shoots off the laser, does not manage to get through the shield, hits the bop from the plumber, comes up, shines the fire to get a little bit of an opening, and he capitalizes on it. Luigi is getting sent up vertically, shields through the minge, and the down B is DI'd. He's getting back on stage, on platform. Nexus still alive at 101%, misses the grab by a few frames, goes for the Nair. Neither of those able to connect, and now in a position that he's just trying to stay alive. Shine coming in. Nexus manages through the grab, now trying to edge guard. Neither of them able to connect with each other in the air. The fair coming out on the response. 89% damage, 99% damage on Luigi. It's going to come down to whoever gets back on this one. Luigi gets the kick. Luigi gets the down B, but neither of them are able to finish. 141% damage on Falco as he is off stage. Luigi at 100%, looking to finish our Game 4 in losers quarterfinals. The edge guard turns into a down B. And it is a 2-2 spread in our losers quarterfinals between two dudes that play against each other more than anybody else. You see them look at each other, that understanding that we're moving into our final game. $500 possibly on the line. All right, here we go. Whoever wins this game wins the set. Right out the gate, Luigi with the up B combo to 0 to 100. Nexus. Nexus looking to try and get a bit more aggressive on it, doesn't manage to land it. Venus breathing a little bit easier now because he's got that room. does not have the opportunity to sleep on Nexus. Nexus can land some very, very killer combos with Falco, just as we're about to see here. 73% damage done. It's not a stock, but if you do it a couple times, it can be. Luigi's up B, definitely an egregious tool to be used sparingly but effectively. Luigi off stage after the vertical combo, but it's not going to matter. Nexus says, you may 0 to 100 me, but 21% is all you're getting for it as they move into their second stock. The shield combos coming out, turning into a nair, up air, forward air, back air. Geez, I don't even know what that last one was. And he's going to catch him with the stock on the back end. Oh, he won't. The recovery getting through after hitting the plunger with his forehead. Nexus is back on stage at 87% damage taken to his second stock. He dodges the up air kick from Luigi, gets out of range of the plunger, sends a couple more lasers in order to break up the momentum, shields through the damage, goes for the dash, but neither of them are able to finish it. And out goes Eric. Fat Eric. Nexus off the edge, getting back on to grab, catches a down B in response. And just as he got 21% damage done to him on the stock, he returns the favor and loses his stock. Venus up one stock, and the combo transitions again. Back and forth goes the tug of war as Falco ends up in an edge guard position against Luigi. Luigi missing with his grab, sends out a second one, but out of range. Misses the second, but catches the third. Goes for a forward air, up air combo, and does manage to get it. Falco making distance, shines through the fire, goes for a forward air and catches him. Back on stage, Luigi is with his recovery. Down B to try and get some distance. Back air on the way through. The shine comes out. Neither of them able to connect, and it looks like the down kick from Nexus is going to give him the position to get back, and he does with a spike. 53% damage on Nexus as it all comes down to one stock on one game to decide who's going to get the best of 5 here at Contender eSports in Irvine. We are ready to move. We got the grabs after the shield, maybe no. The down kick comes out, followed by a nair from Luigi. Luigi getting him off the edge, drops the tunnel, or drops the plunger once, twice, and a grab to follow up. Catches him with the back air. Off stage he goes, but he's not dead yet. Shine to get him back on. Gets edge guarded, goes for the grab again. 122% damage on the combo as Nexus is trying to stay alive. He goes for the vertical, getting 55% damage done to Luigi. The shield combos from both sides turn into the tilt from Venus. Venus is going to take our losers quarterfinal match away from Nexus. And that was an incredible game to see. Venus and Nexus, two dudes that play against each other so very often. You could see it in the way that they were predetermining what the other player was about to do. That was incredible to watch, and I look forward to seeing them back next week. Tyrant, I'll say hi for Manny when you clock out. That's when I'll tell Manny hi. Tyrant, clock out. Manny, you want to say hi to Tyrant? He's watching right now.
Hi.
There you go. Said you're not my real dad. LMAO, I did. Yeah, I saw. Okay. We'll be moving back as soon as we get our next losers bracket. It will be quarterfinals or semifinals. Good job beating Aslan. Aslan's winning in Resurrection right now. He's 1-1 last I heard in winners semifinals of Resurrection bracket right now. So Aslan is turning up right now.
I'm right here.
Oh, he was. Now he's there. What happened?
I won 2 resurrection rounds and then I lost one. It was 1-2.
He did end up losing the winners semifinal?
Yeah.
Okay, so in Resurrection bracket, Aslan made it to winners semifinals this week.
Love.
Do you want him to hear you when you say this? You went against Mint and 2-0'd him?
Yeah.
And then you went against...
After Mint.
Just name the character.
All right. In the meantime, we are setting up for Ignace playing against Glug. This will be our winners final. This is back in winners bracket now. These two gentlemen here have not lost a set tonight. I think we saw Glug lose one game, I want to say, against Venus or Nexus, one of the two, whoever they played. And Ignace has been on fire. All right, and I do want to point out that the reason we have such a large prize pool is because of the fact that we are focused and centric on the players here at Contender Esports in Irvine. That means that we have a minimum prize pool every week of $500, but every single person that shows up, that dollar amount increases. So if you are interested, next week, Wednesday at 7 p.m. we start. So get here at 6. You can pre-register online at start.gg/CES. That's start.gg/Charlie Echo Sierra. And if you want to pre-register, you can pay at the door as well. I need a minimum of 35 people here every week if you guys want this prize pool to keep going this direction. And I'd be happy to. We're gonna move on to our next game. It looks like they are picking their stage now. All right, and here we go. Glug with the pink DK on a single platform map. I wonder who chose it. Marth on the other side with Ignace. Ignace at 50% damage off the bat from a down B combo from DK. DK looking to get some backhands, instead gets grabbed and up aired in the process. Second up air, third, can the juggle start? No, he gets back on stage, feet underneath him, the shield comes out. DK with middle map control, securely in his favor. Able to charge up a little bit of that B, but catches an aerial in response. Marth looking for that proper distancing, does not get it, but does aerial dodge over the cheese as Glug does not manage to get his early game combo. Ignace, knowing better, goes for that strike down, does not go for the spike, vertically sends him, goes for the second one off the edge now, right where DK can recover from and get punished. Oh, he doesn't catch the last strike. DK is gonna take this stock. Maybe. The recovery from Ignace lands, and he's gonna headstool him, I think. I don't even know, did you see it?
That was a
Phantom footstool, calling it right now. Back we go for the second stock from Glug. You can hear Elon in the background making noise. Here we go, Marth underneath platform. Grab comes out, off the stage he goes, 133%. Should not be a problem this time, but out he goes. Ignace able to wiggle the controller just enough to get out of the damage range. Comes with the fair. Down on 72% damage taken, 142 for the first stock of Ignace. Ignace happy to use this combo time to catch one nair, to catch an air, and go for the third one into the baited shield on DK. Glug looking a little bit shaky now at 107% damage on his second stock on DK. Able to be sent flying now, but that grab is going to land true. And the grab making it a 2-2-2 stock game. 107% damage on Glug. Marth able to capitalize on it. Maybe it's an easy out for DK. We will see. Here comes the shield game from both. The back air combo followed by a tilt from Marth. Marth on the shield, gets rid of the shield and hits DK again. DK up B to get back on with his B-shaped charge. Recovery. Back on stage. The shield on both. The hit, the tilt. Marth catching the B, but it's not going to be a lot of damage done because he's still at 0%-ish. Gets back on with the up B. He's looking vertical above DK. DK happy to be there. Goes for the strike and finish. Does not connect. But the up smash will, and the stock game has changed. Glug now in the lead. However, very, very briefly it may be. At 169% damage, there goes the reset. Down to 29.5 to 0% difference on the last stock of game one in winner's final. Aerial combos from Marth landing. 23% damage on the combo, goes to make it a second one. This time, not using his controller when he doesn't need to, lands in a perfect position to continue the capitalization on DK. DK going for a grab, but just a few steps too far. Doesn't have the frames to grab him. Catches a tilt on the back end, 90% damage. There goes the edge guard. He gets back on though. It's not going to be enough. 117, the numbers climb. The poke not connecting as DK is happy to grab and then pull himself back on ledge. A second time, here he goes. The down strike, the aerial combo, the grab to finish, and he's back on stage at 140. Marth holding down that middle map control, guarding from one edge to the other, and back again. DK will be able to recover this time without using the up B. Now it's all he's got left. He has not touched the ground yet. Oh, there he goes. He's safe. But for how long? 191% damage done to 54% damage done. DK up on top stage. Ooh, does not land the combo. That would have been game reversal. But instead, Ignace is going to take the game 1.
I live to fight again.
Stop battle. Marth. Donkey Kong. 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, and we are back. Here we go, right out the gate. DK looking a little bit more aggressive and catching 2 back airs. Gets the 55% damage, goes for the tilt, doesn't manage to get the smash. Goes for a grab, up on air again. He's too short for it the third time. Gets back up on Marth, looking at 101% damage out the gate against a DK with a charged B smash. But that does not stop him from continuing his aggressive spree. Now DK with the up B, getting himself back onto stage. Charged completely up, both of them at distance of platform. DK gets the grab, off the edge of stage he goes and throws Marth. That's gonna take the stock at over 100% damage, no rebuttal. Here comes the reverse momentum from Marth. Marth getting underneath platform, tries to get the damage done, does not manage to sink it before catching a backhand from DK. DK follows up with a down B, back air to finish. Sends out the B strike from the charge, but doesn't connect on that one. 56% damage done in the combo. Still a good attempt on the second stock, as Marth is still in a position to try and take that first one. Misses with the B pierce. Up on stage he goes, that time still not connecting. It doesn't look like it's gonna work against Ignace on this map. And Ignace gets back with the up B. The down B does not manage to knock him off his game, and the aerial strike is going to make it a 2-2 stock game. 97% damage has been done to Ignace, making him very, very, very close to being sent out. The aerial combo coming in, the grab, the up B to rebut, and back on stage comes DK, tries to get the vertical strike, lands one, goes for a second, and he's gonna get it to make it a 2-1 stock game. 17% damage done to DK with his B button still charged up. Catches an up B to stop the momentum change. Marth still on platform, catching 1-2 strikes. DK looking a bit more aggressive, a bit more wholesome this time, but getting vertically juggled in the process. The charged attack misses again for Glug as he's sent off stage. Still able to recover, but catches an up B and a counter. He's still in it, still very much so able to recover. Ignace looking for that finishing move to make the stock difference disappear without him taking too much more free damage. But the reversal is going to make it so that he's fighting to stay alive and stay on stage himself. Flashing red, DK almost dead at 164%. Afraid of everything, but trying to get some damage combo in. Goes in with the down B, catches one on the second attempt. And now, at 90%, Marth could be finished here. DIs perfectly, gets back onto it, dashes and jumps, gets on stage, goes for the vertical to clearance, comes from the back swipe, goes for another one. Off stage, back on, and off again. The combo will complete the stock from Glug. Glug looking to finish, and he does with a simple back air that will take game 2 for Glug. All right. And we are ready to go. The switch up, ever so minute. Ignace now playing Roy. The aerial strike coming in immediately, landing from Ignace. Goes for a shield and back. Grab, up kick, up tilt, sorry, air. Goes for a second grab, does not land it. Catches a back air from DK. DK looking like he catches one or two and ready to get out of there. Roy grabs. Goes for a second one. Nope. Aerial combo to finish. Goes for the up air and misses it, but pokes down low. DK now underneath platform, looking for that charge attack. Roy jumps over it expertly. Gets underneath him on the backside. DK goes for another grab. This time he's going to catch the smash from Roy. Or charge tilt. I'm not quite sure there. And back on stage he goes. Now a stock down. 71% damage done to Roy, but Roy looking a bit more aggressive with those aerial combos. 1, 2, 3 landing. The up B from DK is going to get the momentum change. 91% damage on Roy. However, DK racking up his own pain. A stock down. And back to middle control. That up smash is going to end it. Ignace definitely expected it and saw it and then didn't do anything about it. Back we go to the next stock. Aerial. DK trying to get back on. The up tilt in the air. Oh, the B strike coming through, 35% damage, but no knockback at 0%. It gets a little bit of damage done where it's not expected, but it's not going to finish a stock at 134%. The spike will, and that will take the second stock away from Glug. Ignace now in a position that he has to extend that lead as much as possible against DK to avoid getting hit by those dumb combo throws. 43. 53, 60% damage on the combo. The up B strike from DK getting him back on and safe. Rolls into Roy, tries to get a little bit of damage on the kick. The backswing, backhand comes out. The fair not landing. The back air from Roy is, but he's kicked back on the way through. Almost catches a headbutt, but a few frames early manages to get a little bit of damage to stop the momentum. Down B from DK, followed by a back air from Roy. Roy with another one, trying to get a third, maybe. He does. He lands it and is on platform looking to edge guard. That might be game. And there it is. Game 3 for Ignace. Shout out to Muffin for the Roy that wasn't cooked. Here we go, back to our round 4. And it's going to be DK versus Roy again, this time in Animal Crossing land. Right behind you, you can see the Able sisters and their shop. Here comes the Fair, the Fair. Off stage he goes, looking for that down poke. Fair again, poke again, back air, up air. Jeez. Ignace landing combo after combo with absolutely no need to shield. There he goes for the first time. Gets on the backside of DK, gets underneath him, hits him with another fair, gets off the distance, goes for an up air and a back air to try and finish the first stock, and he gets it for only 16% damage. Ignace turning up with the aggressiveness, trying to get this game clinched out so he can go to grand finals. The grab attempt comes out but does not manage to land the tilt from DK, followed by a down B, making some distance. DK getting grabbed on the back end, looking the wrong way, grabbed again by a forward air, and nair and forward air. And there it goes, 1-2, up to kick. Recovery comes out, both of them able to get back onto stage. Glug in a shielding position, getting underneath but not getting the up tilt out of the tilt. Up B to get back on stage, forward air coming out for Roy. Now, Tyrant, if you see this and it's not a forward air, you'll let me know, right? Here he comes with that tilt, and off stage he goes. You saying it's a back air? All right, Serial says it's a back air. There goes the up smash, and off stage he goes. One stock gone from Roy at a 2-1 spread, 0% damage done. And Roy coming in from up on stage, B charged up on DK. Comes in, that's got to be a fair, or a nair, I don't know. But there it is, the up, tilt, up air, up air, up air again. Back to finish it, back again. DK getting grabbed, B button charged, up B to get back on stage, ends up underneath platform with the grab, trying to finish the combo, but does not get it as the parry comes through. The shield, followed by a grab and send back, up air to finish. And the grab combo, up tilt, up tilt. But the smash does not follow through, and Roy back in middle map control. Roy with a grab, trying to get the up air combo, turns it into another grab, sends him off stage with the tilt, trying to finish it with a B strike, hits it but does not follow through. Flashing red is DK with one stock at 156. Roy back on at 76%, trying to get a finish, but DK says, nope, get off stage. And that'll be a stock. We're now at 1-1 with 156% damage on DK. The damage requirement to finish in victory for Ignace is simply one big smash. Grab comes out, vertical combo does not land, but the rebuttal with the side does. It's not going to be enough to take him out, but it will send him off stage as Glug lands his B into a shield and does not manage to get the damage through. Gets underneath with the grab, the up throw, the tilt misses. And the down B is going to take Roy out of his momentum. 82% damage has been done to Roy, meaning that he can... Oh, never mind! The back air is going to end it. That was a back air, right? That was an up air. Someone needs cereal over here commenting. What was it?
Falling up air.
A falling up air, he says. I need to start playing Roy more, don't I?
Well, I mean, Roy's decent.
Roy's decent? Who would you prefer?
Over Roy?
Over Roy.
Probably Crom.
Crom, no E. Crom over Roy, he says. He says, Ignace, if you want a pro tip, you should start playing Crom.
Crom has more cheese.
Crom has more cheese? I don't know if that's exactly what we're looking for. DK had enough cheese for both of them, I would say.
I mean, Crom can kill with up B at 0%.
At 0%? It's just combo up B?
No, it's like if you're on ledge and you up B, you could like make them miss the ledge and get spiked into the blast zone at 0.
All right. And Venus is staying on. It looks like we're going to be moving over to our losers bracket finals. Losers semifinals. This will be Venus against T3 Dom. All right, and we are back. Venus against T3 Dom, the Zombie versus Richter. Zombie looking to make some range, Richter looking to use that range to his advantage. I don't know how this matchup works for Steve. However, if you guys know in the comments, please let me know what kind of bias does this match have before we even start. And it looks like T3 Dom's getting that 100% damage right out the gate. Back on stage comes Steve with his minecart trying to get the beat, and he does with the wings, but it's not going to do enough damage as off stage he goes. Not off stage, but edge of stage he goes. With the up B combo, Dom creating a little bit of distance to try and edge guard, but it looks like the angles are just ever so different this time, and Venus pays for it as the axe connects. And the back air whip does not, followed in by a dash. Dom trying to get a little bit more aggressive on him. This time it's not connecting, but the boomerang does. Looks like Zombie trying to get a little bit of that damage in himself. Gets up onto the vertical portions of stage, misses the up A with the Magna Cube, gets back on stage, and catches a whip for it. Doesn't really have his up B until he touches the ground there. Misses the up B. Comes in for a little bit of damage, but catches a pod on the backside as now Zombie catches a grab, trying to send him off stage into a spike. I don't know if that's a spike, but it is a knockback enough.
Sort of like sending at like a
Side hit with an anvil, okay. And the potion from across stage is able to connect. In comes the minecart, followed up by another potion and another minecart. Second one missing. The up B not having enough momentum to keep him from getting hit as Venus on stage catching a flashing red at 110%. And a whip to send him off. He's gonna have to get back on, uses a stone block to make his fall not a fall anymore. Gets on the platform. Underneath the whip from Dom. Dom sending out 1, 2, 3 projectiles as much as he can. Oh, sends out 1. Catches the minecart on the back end, throws out the second pot. Throws the back tilt back air. And back on stage comes Steve. Steve flashing red at 163%, and not for long as a back air sends him. One stock down now. Venus trying to get some farming done so that he can get the big weapons to knock Richter off his game. Richter trying to manage and mitigate the flow of our Steve/Zombie. Sends out the axe and catches him. Sends out a pot to try and guard. Boomerang to follow. Another axe on top of it. Hit by a minecart and sent packing, but not far enough, just far enough to get him off of his game. Hits him with a neutral air on the way up. Goes for up tilt. Boomerang is sent out on the upward platform. Steve underneath, farming, trying to get the distance. Wooden, not able to capitalize on the damage yet. 94%, 106. In comes the kick from T3 Dom. Dom over the top with the whip is gonna get game. And game one right out the gate. So many moving parts in that matchup. Both a projectile and stationary object creation style champion, hero, character, fighter. It's very hard to keep up with all of the things that Steve is doing as he's trying to move around the map, but it looks like T3 Dom, if he capitalizes with one, maybe two strikes out of the combo, can completely disrupt Venus's momentum. All right, we're back with game two. The switch to Luigi has happened. It looks like the advantage is now gone on Champion Select. And Richter trying to get in close with Luigi. The whip coming out. The boomerang not connecting. Fire potion still hitting the ground. Up tilt does connect. And Luigi at 60% damage trying to get his ground legs underneath him to start his own combos. Manages to just duck underneath the strike for a couple of them, but hits on the back end. Another back air on the way out. Up B gets him back on stage. Dodges the axe. Dodges the fire pot. Boomerang doesn't hit. Second boomerang does. Axe over the top, does not connect, waits out the fire pot, dashes through it and catches another kick. There goes the parry on the horizontal whip strike. The fire coming out from Luigi, not able to get it, but the side tilt does. Side tilt is still low enough to strike Luigi when he is crouching. And the fire comes out, crouchy does not work, and he's sent flying off stage. Luigi at 157%, gets in with the low kick, followed by a plunger and a dash. Gets underneath Richter, trying to get into platform range. The forward crouch movement, just enough to upset the Richter flow as Richter starts to jump around, get on top of platform, and catch Luigi with a back air. There goes the jump, the charge, trying to get up and back on stage at 168%. Luigi shields through the boomerang, dodges the fire pot, dodges the second one. Richter looking to capitalize on the in attempt, and Luigi does not get it. Boost gets him back on stage just in time to get hit by a fair, and that stock is gone. 87% damage done to Richter on his first stock, and Luigi down to 2. The Nair coming out from Richter. Richter trying to jump down with it, instead catching a back air from Luigi to finish his combo, and a tilt to send the stock. Dom with the nod of acceptance as he moves into his second stock, 70% ahead of Venus. Venus trying to get those combos working for him. The tilt and the crouch walks turning into a grab, up tilt, up air from Dom, trying to finish it, doesn't catch the charge, instead gets grabbed, down aired, up air, second one, third one, and the fair misses the up B finish and is punished for it, and you can see in his eyes he expected that to land. That stock is going to cost him. Now down 1-2 with 85% damage on the second stock of Dom, trying to extend the lead that he has over Venus's Luigi. Now this is a best of 5 match, and it looks like we will be going to game 3 of it right here, right now, as T3 Dom with the up B takes out Venus. All right, and we go to our map select. It's going to be Battlefield with 3 platforms, it looks like. Definitely something that might help out Luigi here against Richter with those vertical throws. Doesn't look like Shulk is going to be making a return anytime soon, Shady. I apologize for that one, but We will be getting into our game 3 of 5 right now. Luigi managing distance, catching a horizontal whip. Back on stage at 15% damage done. Trying to get in with that crouch, doesn't manage to, and instead catches a dash from Richter. Richter on edge guard duty already, 34% damage on Luigi. Goes for that down kick into the shield of Luigi, doesn't manage to get it. Shield not working for Luigi the second time as he fights to get back on stage with the with the dash. Back on stage he goes and he grabs, he gets up on the platform above Richter. 78 turns to 90% damage done with no rebuttal as the edge guarding from Richter just becomes unreasonable. The up B combo, wow, unexpected from Luigi, reverses the momentum. As you can hear it in my voice, I totally expected that the opposite direction. Luigi at 102% damage, but a stock up on an unsuspecting Richter. Richter now trying to get that up air. Lands it once, lands it twice, throws the axe to try and follow up. Doesn't get the axe to follow up, but now the range game is back on. The boomerang followed by Firepot. Firepot connecting with a whip. And that tilt's gonna take him out. And the Firepots come back out. 2-2 now, 0% damage done. The boomerang combo, back air, followed by a dash attempt. Gets a slappy hand from Luigi on the way down. Damage difference very similar. Off the edge of it now. Luigi going for that vertical kick, catches one, throws the fire out, doesn't manage to connect with that, but Richter is there for 1 and 2 tilts. Catches the boomerang on the back end, boomerang coming back, doesn't connect, goes for the back air, boomerang to follow up, pot to file, pot to hit again, and it's not going to matter. Off stage goes Luigi. Luigi back on and looking for that opportunity to back air, doesn't catch it and instead gets up aired in the process. Off stage at 128%. And that'll be a secured stock by the kick from T3 Dom, sent off stage. Back air coming out from Luigi, trying to get into that last stock with some momentum. Instead gets grabbed and sent up. Dom looking like he's a bit more in control. The down B to stop it. Grab comes in. Luigi with the back air tries to get an up tilt, but doesn't manage it as Dom falls underneath platform. Gets him once, gets him with the up air, tries to go for a second one. Fair does connect. On edge guard duty, the plunger head does not connect, but the standing plunger grab does. Followed by what has to be a back air. And a tilter smash to end out that stock. 44% damage is the difference between the end of this set and going to a game 4. As Venus is trying to stay alive with Luigi, catching a small combo of whip and Firepot. Gets back on stage, but ends up hitting the Firepot up B's again and gets through it. Goes for the grab, but he ends up a few frames out of pocket. DI keeps him in. And he dodges in the air. It might have even cost him, but it didn't. He gets back on the forward tilt, sending him to the other side of stage. He catches another Firepot, and that time the whip will be what ends him. And that will be a 3-0 T3 Dom victory with Dom heading on to grand finals. Stay here, head nowhere. Venus is up in losers. Oh, no, wait. That was losers. That was finals. Was it semifinals for losers?
Semifinals.
So now, forgive me, now Dom must stay alive against Glug. As we saw Glug lose earlier in the night against Ignaze, now it's his chance to bring that DK back against Richter. All right, and we are back. Glug Looking like he's going to get some early damage on Dom, trying to get as aggressive as possible to prevent Richter from getting any possible type of ranged combo started. 34% damage done turns into 52 as the up B from Dom mitigates a little bit of that forward run. Tries to go for a grab with DK. DK not able to connect. Instead, a fire pot going through, and the dash followed by back air combo. Back air again, that's going to land the stock. 66% damage done, 66.6% damage done to be exact. Catches the axe on the back end, comes back in, holds middle map control, gets a little bit of the charge with his B button, but it's not going to matter as he's knocked back off stage, up B to recover into the boomerang, and an air, forward air to follow. Dom's combos looking on point. Down B to knock up the momentum, charging up his own B. Goes in, catches the fire, looks like he's going to try and send him off with an axe, but it's not going to connect. Fire pot over the top, fire pot again. We can do this as many times as necessary, Donkey Kong, but you're going to put yourself in a position to be capitalized on as it goes off the other edge now. Fire pot, and that's the stock. Dom using very effective edge guarding techniques. Fire pot, fire pot, fire pot, fire pot. Just press B sometimes, right? And back on stage he goes. 74% damage done to that second stock. It's gonna not be enough for him to be sent off stage completely as Richter is at 117 and holding on for dear life as DK now owns middle map control and takes the stock. 2-1, 0% to 13% damage. Richter looking to get some airs, does 1 and 2, gets that range attack, goes for a third, hits the boomerang on the back end but does not connect with it. Fire pot 2 missing, fire pot for the edge guard, tries to send it again. This time Glug not actually sure how to get through it. He needs to get through it quickly, but does not manage to, and he's going to actually end up losing his stock. And back in he is with the invulnerability frames, dodges and shields to get through the damage. Richter looking like it's a 1-to-1 game and he needs to manage that momentum. The down B to break it up comes from DK. DK above now trying to get in close, catches an air and a forward air. Axe comes over the top, misses him during invulnerability frames. Axe again, that time he used the opportunity to go up. And the axe is going to catch him on the bottom side. He fell faster than it. Boomerang coming in and it looks like that might be, enough! With the edge guard, game 1 will be going to T3 Dom. And we'll be back to Smashville. Will Glug choose DK? Yes, he will. All right, game 2 in our best of 5 of losers final. After this, we'll be going to winners grand final, and you know how that goes. Got to win 2 sets from losers to winners in order to actually take it from our grand finalist Victor. And it looks like the back air coming from DK, not able to do much with it. Coming in by a dash and a forward air from our Richter. Richter with the boomerang and the pot. Over the top, another fire pot coming down, edge guard, followed by the axe. The forward air coming down, the boomerang coming back, fire pot to hold it down. And it looks like this combo has been working out so well for Dom so far that he's just going to stick to it and make sure that Glug has 0 opportunities to get back on stage. Glug, fortunately seems to be able to get back on through the fire pot now, figuring out that his invulnerability frames last long enough to tilt through it. And here we go. The forward tilt. Forward dash coming from DK, able to get the momentum back in his favor, misses the back air, goes for those low strikes, 1, 2, and 3, catches all of them, shields through the down kick, and manages some more damage. The forward air on the way down from Just Press B, aka Dom, putting him in a position to capitalize on the stock. It's almost there, but it's not quite. Fire pot on the edge, and there goes the stock. All right, back now with 2 stocks. Glug underneath platform at 13% damage taken, 83% on Dom as Dom looks to extend the lead as much as possible. Free damage here as much as it can be. Here comes the forward tilt from DK, tries to land another tilt in the air but does not manage to, and the whip 1 and 2 turns into a backhand from DK. Off the edge of the stage you go, and goodbye sir, I will see you next stock. 2-2 now, 45% damage lead for Richter as Richter tries to extend that damage into a kill. The flashing from DK showing that he has his B button completely charged up and ready to go, but it's not going to matter because off stage he goes with that vertical B strike. It is now a 2-1 game, both of them at 0% damage taken. Glug trying to get that down B to break up momentum, but instead catches a fire pot and a nair from our Richter. Comes in with a back air from DK, fire pot to finish. And off stage you go, says DK, as Richter has no recoveries left. It is now a 1 stock to 1 stock game at 67% damage taken. Richter trying to manage the combos to keep DK out of friendly positioning, but DK gets back to middle map with his B button charged, 122% damage into the fire pod sequence that we saw before. This time an aerial whip followed by an axe and a fire pod. The axe is gonna connect, but a second one does not. Offstage in the edge guard position just for a second. Dom not able to get that aggressive. Shields through the damage from DK, seeing it coming, hits with the fire pot, but actually goes for a nair instead of the finish, seeing that DK was gonna get out of it early. And DK back on, flashing now. Up B, does not matter. He's sent back, and game 2 is gonna go to T3 Dom. All right, T3 Dom holding it down against Glug. Edge guard, can't beat my fire pots. We're gonna go to game 3 of 5.
2, 1, go!
All right, out the gate with the fast tumble from DK, looking to get that middle map control, and he does. The slide comes in from Dom, who gets over the down B from DK, gets in with the back air. DK trying to get on the ground, but can't. 52% damage done. The axe comes up, but the dead frames are used to get a back air combo. DK knocking Richter off stage, 73% damage done. Goes for a dodge on the ground, but doesn't actually get through anything. Now the grab, the vertical, and not a finish. DI keeps him inside as Dom is back at 104%. Still able to get those combos as he needs to, but knocked off stage again. Throws his boomerang to reverse the momentum. DK missing the grab, catches some downward kicks from Richter in the process. Up B to put him back on stage. The potion just a little bit too inside for it to actually capitalize on it. Second one does, though. He's got an up B to get back on stage, and those dead frames are going to cost him. He's back off stage again. There goes the pot off stage to hit him. Throws an axe over the top, but does not manage to hit him through the invulnerability frames. And there goes the grab from DK, who says, nope, you ain't getting that stock off of me that quick. Dom back in a position of 0% damage taken, but a stock down. Tries to get the up B, not able to knock DK out, but it does put him at 156% damage taken. DK with his own things to say, comes in with a backhand, tries to hit him with a forward air, but instead catches the slide kick from Richter. Back on stage with the up B, catches the vertical 1, misses the vertical 2, goes for the back air and catches the back air. Is off stage now, but Dom is going to cost himself a stock in order to save DK's life at 185%. It'll reset down to 0%, 2 stocks for DK, 1 stock for Richter. DK underneath Richter, right where he'd like to be, so he can get those platform strikes. Nair coming out. Richter with the back air, throws out the boomerang into the shield. But the grab, vertical, back air, second, fair, nope, does not connect. Richter on the edge of stage at 72%, manages to roll inside the smash, catches a grab in the process and is thrown up and almost finished, but the DI will keep him in just like the stock before. He gets down into an up B smash and he's off stage. That is gonna be game 3. 1 game for Glug, 2 games for Dom. And don't forget, guys, if you'd like to come down here and compete against these gentlemen right here, it is a $500 minimum prize pool every week, every Wednesday from 6 p.m. Registration starts, 7 p.m. we kick it off. If you would like to come down and compete, we're at 2700 Alton Parkway in Irvine. You can come and find us here on the 2nd floor in the octagonal room that says Contenders Esports on the side. We are here with sponsors for the day. One of them, Animo LLC. The kids that you've seen competing tonight, we got one of them alive in the resurrection bracket still. They are sponsored to be here by Animo LLC. We also have Bear Star Insurance Services. If you need insurance, please give them a call. Back again, we are game 4 of 5. The fair coming out the gate, followed by an edge guard, but the up B gets him back on and reverses the momentum. Dom in a position now where he could have been capitalized on, but manages to get through DK's down B strike. Throws out the boomerang parried, but nothing capitalized on it. In comes the swinging attacks. DK on the prowl now on the edge, trying to find an in, and he does. The down B does not connect, and Richter with his own back does. The back air coming out, second back air. The spike from DK is going to take Dom's stock, and it looks like we might be in a position for Dom to have to fight back from a defensive posture. Glug now with his B charged up at 92% damage taken, comes in with that forward slap, shielding through with his B button charged, ready to go. The dodge just a little early, still gets hit by the whip, the fire pot to finish, the axe on the edge guard, fire pot again, and sends him. He's got to get back on with his up B, and he doesn't. That's going to be his stock from Lug. Now T3 Dom with 27% done, but taking the damage and giving the rebuttal. Gets off stage with the fire pot, throws the boomerang, gets him with the nair on the way through. DK tries to come in with a tilt, but doesn't manage to get it. Down B to break up the momentum is down into his range. Comes Dom. Catches a back air. DK with the aerial. Neutral air does work. Off the stage he goes. Throws Dom out. Dom ain't got any rebuttal. And it's going to be a 1-stock to 2-stock game. Richter down a stock. 60% damage done to DK. DK charged up with his B button now. Looking for a way in. Does not manage. The dead frames on the end of his up B, costing him the momentum. Misses the grab. Dom coming in from the backside. Gets the shield of Glug. Glug charged up with his B button now. Hits the back of the boomerang. Axe goes in to follow up, but does not manage to. The dead frame, or sorry, invulnerability frame, getting Glug back on stage. The fair from Dom, followed up by a second one, does not connect, but the third back air does, and the Axe is going to try and finish. The fire pot does manage to get the break in momentum to cause the aerial dodge for DK to start falling off. Now 12% to 2%, Dom trying to hold and clinch this losers finals away from Glug. The boomerang coming in, followed by the fire pot. The down strike does come from the air, but does not connect. A grab from Dom does connect, and the fire pot is going to go over the top of Glug. Glug trying to get back on, does manage to get middle map control ever so briefly, kicked out of it. Richter holding down the whip, does not manage to connect through the roll, but the fire pot does. Second fire pot, but he hits himself. But it's not enough. The dodge from Glug costs him as he catches a tilt in the process. He catches a parry on the back end. No back air from Dom. Dom comes in with the dash. Goes for boomerang to set it up. Catches boomerang in the back air tilt. Throws the axe. Axe is dodged. Up B, but it's not going to matter as he's bounced off. And that is going to be game 4. Dom is going to be moving on. And Glug's night has ended. Stick around, stick around. We will be coming right back to you with T3 Dom versus, is it Ignaze? Versus Ignaze. Tell me you saw it coming. I don't believe you. Nobody saw this coming. What an upset. We will be right back in about 2 minutes. All right, making his way downtown and walking fast. Ignace is here. He's going to be sitting on the left-hand side of your screen. Here he comes. We are ready to begin our grand finals here at Contender Esports in Irvine. I'm going to say it one last time, 2700 Alton Parkway. If you'd like to compete every week, it's a minimum $500. We have a resurrection bracket. If you go 0-2 and you're maybe not as good as some of the guys you see up on screen here, it doesn't mean that you're out of money yet. And it doesn't mean that you can't get more W's and more practice. And then when we're done using these machines and they're still hooked up, if you want to get some friendlies in, we highly, highly encourage that as well. So come on down to Contender Esports in Irvine every Wednesday night. Registration starts at 6. The games start at 7. Here we go with Marth looking to be picked immediately by Ignace, who has absolutely no name. Interesting. Space button, space button, space button was his name. All right, now Ignace on the left-hand side of your screen with Richter returning for Dom. Dom trying to get that early game distance. And Marth just kind of playing it out, trying to figure out where the proper engagement distance is. Gets up on the platform, up enough just to get juggled vertically. That might have been enough to send somebody light, but it wasn't enough for Marth. It's 75% damage, rolling back and getting onto edge, trying to get into the range of Dom. Goes for one side grab, hits it, doesn't manage to hit the combo. And is sent off again. At 112% damage, oh, the combo will land, but it's not gonna be enough. DI is gonna keep him in, followed by an axe. And the axe will actually get Ignace off of his momentum. Here he comes with the more aggressive stance out the gate, but the up B from Richter making the distance seem a little bit nicer. The up air, not capitalized on. A tilt 1, tilt 2 coming from Richter. Goes for a third, but the frames are too early. Marth capitalizing on it. Hits him with a B strike on the outside of his shield. Gets through with a jab combo. And back on stage goes Richter. Richter with the grab. Sending off stage. There goes the boomerang to follow up. Firepot to try and finish. And an axe does connect over the top. Marth trying to get back on stage. Does manage to get it, gets one strike, but the up B does miss. The back air combo coming from Richter. Sorry, back air coming from Richter. Not landing. Firepot on edge guard, Firepot 2. That time the back air does connect. Firepot 3 coming out. This time the dodge on the ground from Marth, able to get the distance created. The frames to get back on stage. Knocked off again, sent back and packing. Into the Firepot, followed by a whip. That's a 1 stock to 3 stock game. 113% damage done to T3 Dom. Dom not knocked off completely. Edge guarded though and sent packing. Here we go again. 1 stock to 2 stock. 0% damage on Dom. Marth at 6% damage done. Goes in for that fair, doesn't get it. Into the shield of Richter, who goes for a grab and misses himself. Gets a down air on the back end. Goes for the note. 1, 2, and 3 tilts. Just trying to block the horizontal game of Marth as he hits him with a back air, but it's parried. Marth coming in on middle map control. Very, very patient player trying to get that opening before he commits. 23% damage to 23% damage. Parry 1, parry 2, forward air comes out, tries to get the edge guard but misses it, but ends with more combo on the back end. Up B from Richter to break the momentum, and he goes for a grab of his own, this time not connecting, followed by a slide that does, throws out the pot but hits top platform. Goes for another tilt, the third time does actually connect. Pot up on stage, expecting Marth to jump. The boomerang coming in. Marth in a position now that he has to up B a second time, and he gets back on. Very, very easily, back on the platform, gets the grab, throws Richter off stage. And Richter had the opportunity behind Marth and takes it, sends him off stage. The Firepot lasting just long enough for Marth to get up over it at 104% on his last stock against Richter at 104 on 2 stocks. A single stock difference between the 2 players as Marth, looking to try and end that gap, is now in an edge guard position on Richter. Richter parries through the strike. Goes for a horizontal tap, but doesn't quite catch it. Shields through the damage, but the dodge coming from Ignace keeps him alive. And now that time parried. The back air attempt from Dom, not following through. But the stock from Dom will be removed by a back air combo from, back air swing from Ignace. Ignace coming in for that horizontal strike, knocking him up. T3 Dom trying to catch an aerial of his own and does, followed up by a boomerang Tries to go for the edge guard, ends up just out of range of it, and tries to capitalize on it the third time. Axe goes out, Firepot goes out, none of them connect. Boomerang does knock him up, goes for another aerial. Nope. Back on stage with the shield and the dodge. Ignace looking still alive, but not for long. DI keeping him in though. Back on stage, can he make it? Up B back to the corner, dodges through the horizontal. No tilt, no tilt. Forward air coming in. Shields through the damage from Dom. Dom doing 184 damage, but not being able to finish out the stock on Marth. As Marth comes in and gets the horizontal, followed up by the vertical from Richter. Richter still not able to capitalize at 200%. Still being able to DI in is not gonna matter. Dom is gonna take game 1 from Ignace. And we will be moving immediately into the second game as Ignace, thinking and contemplating to himself, is going to use Marth in the next game against Richter. And here we go. Game 2 of our grand finals here tonight. Ignace versus T3 Dom. Out the gate, T3 Dom with the aggressive ranged attacks. Sends one, sends two, but doesn't actually commit to it. Gets the up B on Marth. Marth actually parries through the second tilt. Catches a boomerang and side combo. Back air 2, 57% damage, 76 out of the combo. I'll consider it a combo because it's landing. Could this be? Nope, not 0 to death. Not quite yet. I'm not gonna do it. Back on Marth goes. 10% damage to Richter. Forward air is coming out. That time not able to connect, but does with the dash. Richter trying to get a pot out. Pot lands on platform. Marth gets behind him, but it catches a low kick dash on the back end. Dodges through the boomerang right into the whip. The fire pot coming out, but misses. And the forward air from Marth, not able to keep him on stage. As the fire pot whip is gonna end that first stock. Out to the second one, 0% to 34%, still on his first stock here with T3 Dom as Richter hits that up tilt, goes for a back air and catches it. 1 and 2, throws boomerang. Second one is dodged. Grabbed from Richter, not able to connect. Looks like Ignace getting a little bit of his ground leg underneath him. Goes for the forward air and catches it. Goes for the tilt and catches it. The down tilt does not, however, land. And the fire pot boomerang response from Ignace comes out. The back air from Ignace landing the fire pot not quite far enough, but the boomerang, baiting Ignace into the, baiting Dom into the attack. Ignace capitalizes on it, gets behind him, and now they're in a dash combo here. A combo situation here. Up goes the grab attempt from Ignace. Ignace not able to get it. The grab attempt from Dom, almost way too far out of range. The back air to follow up. Here comes that edge guard. The axe does connect. Second axe disappears before it can. Fire pot followed by a low kick combo. And it connects to 124% damage to 112. And that's going to cost him the stock. 2 stocks to 2 stocks, 124% difference between the two fighters. As Richter catches the up tilt once, and then the aerial for the second one makes it a 1 stock to 2 stock game. Richter doing that early damage, throws out the boomerang, doesn't manage to capitalize on anything over it. The fire pot comes out for upper platform, turns into a grab, and now Marth looking for an opening, tries to initiate to middle map, instead catches those low sweeping kicks. The fire pot, followed by the axe, followed by another fire pot. The back air attempt turns into a tilt. Boomerang coming through, not able to connect on Marth, and off the stage, Marth goes again. Marth getting back on with the uppercut. Not able to grab anything of real estate. But he catches I want to say that's a nair. Is that a nair? Someone in chat tell me. The 2 swings. And there goes Richter with the boomerang. Fire pot out, low kick into the shield this time with Marth, who just kind of kicks him off the edge. Marth at 133%. Off the stage, DIing to stay alive. Able to get back up on, and it looks like Dom, with 2 stocks left to go, is trying to secure his second game. Marth misses with the first strike into the shield of Dom. Dom back on stage, but not for long as he gets poked ever so slightly back off. Catches a grab and throws 153%. Fire pot up. Misses the grab attempt. Dodges back in, but catches a second one, and that's going to DI to stay in. He's still in it, trying to recover. Ignace not giving up at all. 165% damage done on one stock left against 66% on Richter's 2. In comes the grab to get him back on stage. Ignace in middle map control, but ever so slightly as the boomerang comes in and the reversal of position gives Dom the chance to throw his ranged attacks. This time the forward air, or neutral air, coming out from Mark, connecting, followed by the stab sequence. On the back end, now in middle map control, Ignace trying to get rid of that second stock of Richter, but it's not gonna work as the back air is gonna end game 2. Dom is gonna take it and we are gonna head into our game 3. Now remember, Ignace is our victor. He is our winner's bracket champion right now. And that means that should Dom win this next match, we are going to reset everything to 0-0 and we're gonna run it again, because everybody has an opportunity to lose tonight in double eliminations, and Ignace has not done so. Shout out to Muffin for teaching me that that's a nair. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Game 3 has started. This time a triple platform setup on small battlefield, or medium battlefield. Marth coming out the gate with those more aggressive style attacks, trying to get inside the combo range of Richter. Richter using a back air to try and make some distance, throws out the pot and catches the low kicks, but instead a forward air is going to knock him off his game. Axe gets parried. Marth coming through. Marth gets the distance closer and actually shields through the up B, gets an extra damage on it. Grab and send against Richter. Richter for the first time at a damage negative compared to Marth in this set. 103% damage done, catches the up B followed by a boomerang, throws out the fire pot. Marth being patient, just waiting at the distance at 74% damage done. Comes in close, catches the parry up B from Richter, who combos into a back air, boomerang, up air. And the reversal right out the gate. Mark says, let's reset this to a 2-2, 0% game. Richter at the right side of the map, trying to get the boomerangs in. Firepot to manage that distance, comes in for a dash, back air gets parried, throws out a second one, but this time Mark goes for the grab. And Mark is not able to get it, throws out his shield, and is able to get to the backside of T3 Dom. Comes in with that nair, knocks him off stage, comes back for a grab attempt, but instead catches an up B from Richter, gets the jab sequence. Richter looking like he's gonna send more of those side tilt up Bs. Up B doesn't land that time through the shield. And on the back end, the back air one, the parry on the second one, the jab or stab sequence on the third, and Ignace is looking a lot cleaner this game. Down on second platform, Richter trying to find a way to hit that angle. Instead, catches a strike on the back end from Ignace, and back onto platforms they go. Firepot not managing, but the aerial whip will. Throws another Firepot to edge guard, but it's too late. Martha's already in middle map control again. Middle map turns into a grab, and the edge guard does not come in with the back air. This time, Dom able to try and go for the grab, misses the first one and catches the second one. Boomerang comes in for the setup, Firepot to hit, up air combo, and that'll take a stock. Here we go with the shield right out the gate to block the invulnerability frames. Forward air from Marth, doing 115% damage total now. Ignace ready to finish this stock on Dom. Dom trying to get back into it, gets the grab. Oh, trades with Ignace, not enough to actually cause any damage or hurt, but it scared me. Back onto middle map control. Dom trying to get those combos. 2 stocks to 1 stock. All he needs is to get a free damage right now. Underneath as Marth dodges in the air to get to the other side of Dom. Ends up on the back air sequence, up air to follow. Goes in for the forward tilt, catches that as well. Dom gets the grab to get back on stage, throws out the Firepot. Neither of them manage to connect with each other, and it's going to be the nair up swing combo from Ignace that takes the second stock from Dom. And there goes a nair, followed by a dash from Dom, trying to get that damage to turn into a stock for game 3 so he can reset and play this for real. There comes nair 1, strike 2, and Dom catching a whip 1, Firepot on the second, tries to rebuttal. Doesn't manage to get through, and he's getting edge guarded again. This time from a more inward approach. Ignace keeping his damage alive, playing at the distance he wants to play in order to be able to capitalize once Dom gets back up on the map. This time the up B from Dom, 81% to 70, as close as we've seen it since we started. That is going to DI to keep him in. And the forward air comes out, followed by the upswing. Second one coming out. Can he edge guard it? No, he ends up back on stage. Dom holding down position ever so slightly, with Marth going for that low strike and not connecting. This time the aerial strike does for Dom. Dom able to get a little bit of distance between him and Marth, and it's all going to come down to who can land the next big combo. The fire pot comes out. Fire pot not connecting through the damage, but the forward dash will throws the axe out too far. Catches the forward air, up air again. DI keeps him in, 161%, and he's back at the stage, throws the boomerang backwards to get back on. Grab from Marth, not connecting in the wrong area there. Both of them dashing through each other. Fire pot coming out. It's still anybody's turn right now as the fire pot, Richter's combo boomerangs turning into a more desperate distance maker than it is a gap closer or a finisher, and he's gonna pay for it. That's gonna be a aerial swing to knock out the 3-0 possibility for Dom, and we will move into game 4.
Start the battle. Richter.
Oh man. Moving into our game 4. We just had somebody stand up real quick, celebrating in the background, tipped over his chair. We will be moving into game 4 of our grand finals here tonight. Ignace versus T3 Dom. Dom being dominating today, even from loser's bracket after losing his first round to Glug. And back he goes with those strikes, catching a little bit more of his playstyle here, as Marth is able to get underneath him and catch him with a couple aerial strikes. Ignace looking like he needs to get back to the middle of map, trying to find his rhythm again, finds a few strikes and does, looking like he can edge guard, bouncing off the top of the shield goes Dom and back off the edge. It looks like Dom is getting grabbed again and sent off. Ignace finished downloading like you guys said and is able to get that first stock with only 40% damage done. Dom looking like he needs to find his ground legs again, catches one combo, looks like he was totally in control earlier, but now he's looking for distance. Catches the nair, throws out the boomerang, catches on the top of the boomerang, and the whip strike's not really working from the angles that he's playing. This time, the nair from Marth able to connect, knocking off stage at 55% and the stock down. Richter trying to stay alive, ends up missing the grab, and Marth will send him off stage again with a light kick. Slash combo comes out, followed by a nair attempt, downward poke. Ignace looking a lot hotter now than he was before. Comes in with the shield, nair to follow up. Richter says this is a good opportunity to send out those ranged attacks, and he does, followed up by a back air to try and take the stock. Axe does not finish, but back on stage, Ignace will swap up the momentum, 106% to 100%, trying to recover. Up B to follow. Back on stage he goes into the fire pot combo with the tilts. Gets the grab on the 0. Now at 2 stocks to 2 stocks, uses invulnerability frames to catch the grab, but instead followed up by a dash from Dom as Dom tries to hit that vertical strike, lands one, lands a second, goes for a boomerang combo. This time the shield is going to save Ignace from any of the damage, but a fire pot will follow up. There goes the triple combo. Not enough to knock him out, but it is enough to make this damage difference completely different, or completely the same. And back on stage comes Marth, catching another set of damage, 113 to 119. We're in the same situation we were game before, where either one of them could be losing this stock, depending on a good combo. There goes the aerial strike. Marth trying to follow up with a downward, but it doesn't. And the grab from Richter is going to take the stock. Invulnerability frames not used for a grab this time, as Marth has Richter at 127%, but Richter catching the up B and the strike combo with his whip is going to get 30% free damage, bounce off the top of him, and then get caught by an aerial. Richter getting hit by the back air, or a nair hit in the wrong direction. Comes back on stage, flashing just ever so much. catches over his own boomerang in order to send it, throws out the fire pot to try and finish, and this time the back air on the way down is going to send Ignace at 81% off the edge in an attempt to recover, catches the X, 101% this time. This is the flow that Dom has wanted to see all night. This time it doesn't connect though, and on the stage comes Ignace at 127%. The recovery attempt after attempt after attempt to get in and gap close, just closed by Richter. And that is gonna take us to our second set of grand finals tonight. Dom showing why loser's bracket doesn't mean you're a loser, and Ignace down for the first time since he started tonight.
Stop the battle. Mark.
All right, and here we go. The set back to 0-0. Pokemon Stadium 2, the choice of the venue. Out comes the horizontal boomerangs, 1, then 2, followed by an up strike. Fire pot coming out, up B to follow. Marth able to capitalize on his shield usage. 27% damage done to Dom as he catches another grab and sent off by Ignace. Ignace saying, maybe I lost that set, but now it's 0-0, so everything I count for is the same as you. There goes the back air from Dom, trying to get some damage done. Neutral air coming out. The fire pot does connect. Horizontal strikes may not, but the vertical does. 1 and 2 goes for the third. Can he connect the fourth? Doesn't. Stock doesn't finish, but the downward kick ends up putting the combo in his favor again as the fire pot 1 and then boomerang follow. There comes the horizontal strikes with the whip. Not going to work this time. As over goes Marth. Marth trying to gap close. 91% damage taken, turning to 100 as he fails again to get into the gap of Richter. Richter sending out that boomerang, sends out the fire pot to follow, and this is going to be the combo. Whip after fire pot. Doesn't manage to get it. Dash does land. Boomerang to follow. Oh, and a forward air. Forward air randomly connecting. Puts Ignace at 142% and trying to keep his first stock alive. But it's not going to matter. The DI coming in to save his life. 160% turns to 173. Turns to fire pot and a whip. And that's going to take the first stock at 60% damage done to Dom. Dom now in a position where he can be knocked back and reset instantly, and he will be. And that's going to be a 1 stock to 1 stock loss for both fighters. This time, Marth with the damage starting against Richter. Catches the stab combo. Richter on the edge, getting back inside. Marth able to grab on the punishment. Catches with the nair to follow up. And this time, Dom looking like he needs to find a way to not get edge guarded. Catches with the horizontal whip strike in the air. Throws out the boomerang. Back of it disappears. And the back air as he tries to get middle map control. He does. This time, Ignace getting juggled. Ignace at 70% and getting floaty. Gets up above Dom and comes in on him, but does not manage to get the grab in time as Dom is able to get the strikes and mitigate the damage as much as possible to get back on with the grab at 74%. Shields through, catches the aerial combo, throws out the boomerang. Boomerang does not connect, but the whip does, which was the real damage. And out comes the fire pot. 74% with 2 stocks, 93% with 2 stocks. It is a very, very even match right now between Ignace and Dom. Dom trying to get back on stage at 121% damage. Throws out the fire pot, tries to hit with the second whip combo, but this time he gets parried and he pays for it. And that's going to cost him his stock. The backwards facing boomerang just over the head of Ignace as Ignace goes and makes that damage turn into free at 18% over on 1 stock. Richter coming back on stage, misses Marth's grab and uses his up B combo to make the stock game only a 26% difference. Up B combo from him doesn't land that time, but the dead frames turn into a nair from Marth. Marth trying to get inside the range, ends up taking 12% on the end of his combo. Catches a fire pot to follow, throws his shield up and dodges the up B. Looks like Dom got a little bit ahead of himself, catches a grab, is now in edge guard position. Back in middle map, and Marth has control. 104% damage on the last stock. Dom just trying to stay alive, misses the whip and is sent flying again. And the up combo is gonna make it. No DI. Ignace is gonna take game 1.
I cannot afford to lose.
All right, and here we go. Best of five. Best of five, game two. Coming at you right now. T3 Dom on the right-hand side. Rocking Richter, trying to get that damage that he was getting that first set so he can reset the 1-0 counter. He is now down a game against Ignace's Marth. Ignace coming out way more aggressive this time, catching 50% damage on Dom right out the gate with Marth. Marth getting in, 1 strike, 2 strike, dodges the dash, comes back for a low sweep and does manage to grab it. Comes in for the forward air to follow up, dodges the fire pot by not moving. And Richter looking like he needs to catch his momentum and his rhythm back. There goes 1 strike, followed by a nair, those boomerangs going. Vertical strike does not land, but the up B to finish does. That time his boomerang is parried, gets on the inside of Marth, but both of them trading shields. Marth back on platform, going for not grab. This time the low sweep is where he's at. Catches 1, goes for the grab that time, throws Dom off the edge. Dom with a backswing, back off. Flashing red at 139%. Gets on with the up B and he ends using his horizontal strike to send Marth off stage. And the dash works for him beautifully. And Marth with his own tilt, downwards tilt, is going to take out Richter. Richter 0% on his second stock, 102% done to Marth already. And it looks like Marth's forward air is going to get 35% on Richter. Richter at 114%. Throwing down the pot. Followed up with the horizontal aerial. Fair? Fair. Pot followed by the tilt. Throws the axe out. Throws out the pot to finish up. Tilt does not connect into the shield of Ignace. Of Dom. Ignace. Flashing red now at 151%. Ignace still on his first stock and trying to extend his free damage lead. Gets up underneath platform and pays for it as the tilt comes out. Prediction from Dom. Forward air on the invincibility frames. Marth gets back to middle map. Gets underneath platform and comes down with that forward air. Back on stage comes Richter. Richter with that horizontal tilt. Not working for him that time. Comes in again. Tries to get the potion, but ends up bouncing off the shield and almost hitting himself. Throws the boomerang backwards. Catches it. Tries to time it properly. But instead catches a downward aerial from Ignace. Ignace at 0% on his second stock, trying to extend it to an entire stock lead without taking any damage, as Richter is unable to answer with any damage of his own. Now Ignace in a good position to extend this lead to a 2-game lead. Dom with the back air trying to stay alive. Catches a grab and a throw. Boomerang coming in, catches his own. Back air lands by a shield, hit by a jab stab combo. The up B attempt from Marth leads to a punishment. Fire pot, down kick, doesn't land the second one, but a second fire pot does come out. And there goes another one. Fire pot followed by boomerang. Boomerang not connecting. This time Marth able to get feet underneath him. Get the damage done. 57% on the last stock of Richter. Richter trying to get a kick in, doesn't manage to. Up air into the air just to mitigate his fall. Ends up sending the back air up air. Neither of them getting through the shield of Ignace, who is just using those shields so well. Catches a grab on Dom, 104% on the last stock. Trying to stay in the game. Boomerang coming out, sending the back air. 118% damage on Marth's second stock. And he's going to take it from him. 0% to 115 now. It may not look like it, but Richter's going to have to play that range game in order to win. It's still very possible. 16% comes out, the grab to follow. Boomerang followed by axe. Fire pot close to himself. Boomerang on the back end. Grab from Marth is going to is going to send Dom off the side. Here comes that up aerial. Just like we predicted, the up aerial is going to give game 2 in our grand finals to Ignace.
The day is mine.
Stop battle. Richter.
All right, here we go. Possibly the last game of the night. We will see. I'm not quite sure. Dom can bring this one back with Richter against Ignaz's Marth. Back air and the two platform working for him in the beginning. Hopefully it'll work the second time. Nair coming out. The pot combo working really well. Not able to give Ignaz the opportunity to use his shield if he can't touch the ground. This time the tilt working for Ignaz. Marth able to catch him with one. Throws out a low tap with the second. Tries to get him with the third and does. And it's not much movement required in order to manage and just keep going with these damages. Back on stage he goes, up B to try and get into it, but the boomerang lasts long enough in position to knock Marth back. 69% to 70%. Very, very close on this first stock. But that's gonna go in the favor of Ignaz. At 69.8% damage on his first stock, he is now one stock ahead and 2 games ahead in our grand finals. At 99%, it looks like Dom is ready to make a rebuttal of his own, and he does. Sending it to a 2-stock to 2-stock game. Marth getting more aggressive, comes in with that grab, throw, jab, and the tilt to follow. Tilt doesn't land, but the shield able to mitigate the majority of the neutral air damage from Richter as Richter tries to get below Marth. Marth up on stage platform, ends up using Nair to knock back Richter. Richter going for those low strikes, instead gets parried and follows up with another one. Ignaz with that neutral air outside of the range of the whip. The whip does connect, 32% damage done to the second stock versus 80% on Dom. Dom looking healthy enough that he can continue to mitigate and do these ranged attacks. And by mitigate, I mean make distance. He's gap closing, gap creating repeatedly against Marth to try and make sure he can use his axe, his boomerang, his fire pot, his dash, and that up B, which he's used to punish at least 3 stocks tonight. Boomerang coming out, fire pot to try and finish up. This time, no, the reversal comes out. And the up air is gonna send Richter down a stock. This could be the last stock of the night. It all depends on whether or not Dom fights. Instead, he's caught once, twice. Is it gonna be a combo? No, the tilt, and he allows him to get back on stage. Richter goes for the grab, misses the grab, catches the tilt on the backside, back air, followed by an axe into the dodge of Marth. Marth getting through it. Boomerang does connect, 135% on the second stock as Marth is now struggling to get back onto middle map. Middle map taken for half a second before, boom, there goes the boomerang back air combo to make it a one stock game. 43% damage, it could go either way, but the dead frames on top of the up B ever so slightly punished. 9% added to this 45 that he already had at the beginning of the stock. Marth looking really healthy now, 82% damage, going for the guard, and he's gonna catch it. And that is gonna end it. And that is gonna end it. Tonight's grand finalist winner will be Ignaz. And I will hopefully see you all back here next week at Contender eSports in Irvine. A huge thank you to Animo LLC, to G Fuel for sponsoring this event every week at 6 o'clock. Registration starts, 7 o'clock we kick off. $500 prize pool, resurrection bracket for those that didn't make it, $50 payout there. If you'd like to come, if you'd like to make your rent, there's $2,000 a month in prize pool here at Contenders eSports in Irvine. My name is Mr. Puppy Skills. I will see you all next week. Y'all stay safe out there.